Crafting a Chat, episode 247. I have no idea what this voice is. Cherish it. I am here with Adam. I am here with Dustin Noto. I am here with myself, Kevin. Also here with Kat. And maybe somewhere in the world is Cucarachas. We don't know.
Mm.
You know who's not here? Genesis. Are we surprised? No. Did Texas eat him? Maybe. But more on that later.
First of all, you
Gentlemen,
know
how
the
are we all
rule.
doing?
We don't use his name when he's not here.
Oh.
What?
We don't
Okay.
use his fake name when he's not here.
Oh, that's
Oh, damn.
Zashan Fiza is currently late. Desinoto, usually you're not here either. This is a rule we made up so long ago.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Yeah,
Damn, look at that. All right.
every single
Anyway.
time.
How are we all doing here on this fine evening?
Great.
Well,
Good. I'm doing much better now that the roof work is done. So I'm gonna just jump into this nugget real quick. So we got a letter or a notice from the landlady that we would be having roofers come, and I'm like, oh, sweet. They'll redo the roof, and that should solve like the leak problem that I had and all kinds of stuff. It would be awesome. All right. And the notice was like, we'll let you know. We'll let you know when it's going to happen. Okay.
No, it
Now,
won't.
yesterday, I got home at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. All right? No notices. When I left later on that night, around like 2:30, to go to 7-Eleven to get a snack, because I realized I'm out of snacks, I saw the notices on the doors saying, hey, they're going to be there tomorrow, and you should have your cars moved by 7 a.m. I'm like, cool. Less than 12-hour notice. Good. And yeah, they were here 7 a.m., so I'm working on like 3.5 hours of sleep right now. Because, you know, a little hard to sleep when everybody's just slapping stuff all over your roof and jamming nails into it. And they were here until like 6 p.m. So,
Kevin, real quick.
Uh-huh.
Can I jump in with something?
absolutely.
Absolutely related.
Okay.
So, your situation, it sucks.
Uh-huh.
Not to be the one-up guy,
I'm ready.
they
One
worked
up
on
me.
my roof for a month and a half.
oh my god.
How?
Their
what
start
are they-
time, anybody want to take a guess?
6 a.m., April 2nd.
No. I appreciate the date. But you were close. 6:30 they would start.
Okay.
Every morning from 6:30, and then they would work until like around noon, and then they would take like a 2-hour break, start back up at like 2 p.m., and then would work until 5, and then it would start over the next day. Except on Saturdays, they would come at 6 and stay until 3, and no breaks in between. And you might be wondering, how could a roof take a month and a half? It's because they took the roof off, they then took the boards off, then they redid all the studs, put the like actual planks back on, then put like a roofing material on, and then put the paper on, and then the actual shingles and stuff, then took them off because apparently the shingles they used weren't correct, so they had to redo all the shingles.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
So
Oh,
for a very
no.
long time, I just heard all the time, and it was very
Yep.
annoying. One time they were here at night, and I still have no idea what the fuck that was about. I would wake up every morning for work, and sometimes there was just a guy at my window, like just dealing with the gutters, and then they were like, all right, we're done. And they didn't finish the gutters, and then like 4 months later, they finally did the gutters.
Wow.
And it was like in one weekend, but for the longest time you'd walk out of the building and just get smacked with a bunch of water if it was raining.
Wow.
So
Jesus.
if you think your situation's bad, my apartment, it's not a slumlord. I have to legally say that, not legally a slumlord. But you know, hey, rent's cheap though. Rent's cheap.
Yeah,
So
there's
can't
that.
knock it. Can't knock it. The black mold in my basement, you know, can't knock it. Rent's cheap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just don't breathe down there, you know.
Maybe you just
Anyways.
don't breathe at all.
You know, I think about it every day.
All right.
Oh no.
Just don't breathe. And on that note, who wants to go first? Who did what? Just know you arrived last. You go first.
Oh shit.
What about Cat? Cat goes first because he's getting off first.
Oh,
yeah.
you know what? You're right. You're right. I apologize. Cat, go ahead. What did you do?
You hell divers. You did some hell divers. Mm.
Yeah, that one actually sounds kind of cool. All right. All right.
Yeah, you did. Did your favorite level? All right. Cool. Cool. Thank you.
Cool.
I played Phasmophobia with you. Didn't shout that out, but all right. It's okay. It's all right. So did Zashan Fiza, who lives in Texas, Laverne, Texas. I think it's Laverne. Is it Laverne? I don't think it's Laverne. It doesn't matter.
Lavon.
Thank you. Wow, I didn't want to dox him, but I guess his brother did.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
deserves it.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. All right, Destino,
Oh,
do you
wow.
go? How we have to move the podcast a half hour late, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be late." Fuck you.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Kidding me?
Expected. Yep.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
He'll be here at
Well,
11:30.
yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's just start with that Drake and Josh. So this fantastic sitcom show from the 2000s. After a very, very long time, probably like 10 to 15 years. Like 10. Josh and Drake and Josh met on Josh Has a Podcast, and he called up Drake and he's like, "Hey, come on the podcast, please." And they had a whole like hour long. It's only part one so far, but they had a whole hour long like heart to heart, just talking to each other, chatting, and man, was that nice to listen to.
I just want to point out something that you forgot, Ben. How dare you?
And Ben, yeah, Ben was there too. He was mostly asking questions, asking like audience questions. But yeah, Ben was there too, and man, what an episode! I gotta re-listen to that. And I can't wait for part two because there's more on the way. So if you like Drake and Josh, go check out Josh's YouTube channel, and watch that episode. Or listen, feel good. So nice to see them together.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just chilling.
That's cool. I know they stopped like talking for a while.
Yeah. I mean, they're both parents now. They have kids. A lot of stuff happened in between, but
yeah, Drake was a little bit of a substance issues, and then he had that horrible allegation that came out against him that turned out to be false.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And Then with
Bad
the
stuff.
whole the whole show coming out about Nick, well, about like
Oh, Dan
a lot
Snyder.
of those, a lot of his shows and all the shit that happened behind the scenes there and that nobody really talked about or knew about. They touched on that stuff too. Yeah, a lot of different topics they talked about. But
They're together again. The world is healing.
yeah, that is the main thing. Every single comment was like, "Oh my God, this is the best thing ever."
My childhood.
My
Oh.
God. Yeah.
It's like,
Oh man,
I did not see the
what
video.
else? Oh well, it's only an hour for the first part.
Hour and 11
Um,
minutes.
yeah, no good, no good. Don't get bored of them. Um, what else I got here? Um, uh, I guess I didn't watch anything on Netflix. I was supposed to watch Severance too. I finally do have Apple TV.
Hey.
Jolene gave me her Apple TV, so I have that now. I can watch it.
Oh, wow.
Um,
It's serious. Nice.
yeah.
You can't make
So,
separate accounts on that, so you got to share one. So that's wow.
yeah, pretty good. The other stuff I wanted to see on there too, so glad I had that now. I just gotta sign on to my TV with it, and then be good. Um, I think I had watched something on Prime, maybe. Um, oh, I was watching. I watched the Ip Man 1 and 2.
Mm.
Rewatched those. Yeah, fantastic movies.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. Um, oh, yeah, he was there too. Yeah, I was
Oh hell
watching.
yeah. Love
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I think I had two on when he was watching. I watched one by myself
I
the
like
day
two. I don't love
before.
two.
Yeah, they're both pretty solid still.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like one and two, and then they're kind of iffy about. Well, they like the other ones, but after one, I was like, I don't need more of this. And if I
I love
wanted more
all
of
of
it, I didn't. I
them.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't like the wire work that was added in two. I'm not a wire work
uh,
guy.
okay. When they're jumping around and stuff,
Yeah,
getting pushed and thrown
Crouching
in
Tiger,
different
Hidden Dragon,
directions.
not a movie for me.
Mm,
I should
okay,
rewatch it though. I haven't seen it in some years.
did watch something else here, but don't remember. Damn it. I think I wrote it down even. Um, Peacock? Peacock? Oh, Candyman is on Peacock, but I didn't finish that movie yet. I like halfway through.
The new
But
one?
yeah, the one with the guy from that other show I watched recently.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think it was that great. It was like okay, but I thought it was an interesting little story. So,
Kevin and I watched that movie when it came out.
no.
Um, the hand, his hand. I just don't understand his hand. I don't know if you're that far into the movie yet, where his hand's starting to look kind of gross.
The Candyman's hand
Yeah, the main guy.
with the hook,
The
or the main guy who the artist guy.
the artist guy. Or he's not an artist. Isn't
Oh.
his like wife an artist or something?
No, he's the artist. I think his wife is like the gallery person or
Yeah.
something.
You're right. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
His hand.
Oh, I don't think I seen his back yet.
He hurts his hand at one point, and it wraps in a bandage, and he just ignores going to a medical professional for too long, and it just bothers me so much.
Just great.
Good shots. Beautifully made film, though.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that one shot from
the mirrors and stuff in the galley.
Was the mirrors,
yeah,
and then there was the alley where you see like the giant buildings of the city in the background, and there's just all the shitty ass houses around them. Oh.
Yeah, I gotta finish that just to see what else.
The cinematography was way too good for that movie.
Yeah, way too good for that movie.
Love me some
I got a lot of problems with that movie. Cinematography, though, great.
Nice.
Big fan of the original Candyman, though.
Never saw it. I really should.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it either.
Tony Todd classic.
Okay.
Tony the Tiger.
No, Tony Todd, the voice of Venom, who passed away recently.
Oh. Rest in peace.
The death guy in the Final Destination movies.
Oh no!
Okay.
Yeah, sick voice. Yeah.
Oh no!
He was just in the new trailer for the Final Destination that's coming out, and he looks sick.
He's in the trailer?
Yeah, he's the thumbnail for the trailer too.
So
he looks real sick.
They were filming before. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's good. At least he's got one thing left, at least.
There's also rumors that he recorded a bunch of Venom voices, like dialogue, for like a spin-off, but we'll see.
Exciting. Oh, what else did
Sorry, when you say he looked really sick, like ill sick, or he looks like sick, really
ill,
cool looking?
Well, okay. He passed away, so I was trying to convey that.
I figured. Yeah,
he just wasn't well.
That sucks.
Yeah. Talented man.
I guess props to him for finishing the movie.
Yeah, honestly. Shame he died. On too soon.
Yeah.
He's relatively young too.
Oh yeah. He's on probably 40 or 50 something.
No, he was in his 60s, I think.
Oh. Still not that old. I watched a bunch of Metroid-related YouTube videos. That was fun. Like little video essay style stuff. I watched some Yu-Gi-Oh, some old school Yu-Gi-Oh. Season 2, like 5 or 6 episodes. I found this one channel called Anime Vault that's been uploading the old episodes in 4K every other day or so, and I guess they're affiliated somehow because videos haven't been taken down, so they probably have the rights or something to be putting it up. Or maybe it's so old they don't need the rights. I don't know. It's not that old though. It's like early 2000s. Yeah, I think that's about it. And then I got to volume 13 on Tokyo Ghoul. One more to go for Tokyo Ghoul, and then I guess I'm going to start Tokyo Ghoul Re. It's like the second part of the story, second half, I guess. That's cool. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Cool. Kevin, you want to go next, or you want me to go next?
You go ahead.
All right, let me pull up my list. Woo-hoo. What did you call him this week?
Cucarachas.
Cucarachas hopped on, and he was playing The Witcher, and it was the day before Assassin's Creed Shadows came out, so I was like, I don't know what the fuck to play. And he talks so much I can't watch like YouTube like I can when like this is Sean Fiza, the guy who lives in Texas. I can't like watch YouTube or something, or like when we're all in a party and like sometimes we talk, sometimes we don't. Cucarachas just talks almost nonstop. Just making up for the time that he's not on, which I'm fine with. It's good. And I was like, I just need something dumb, so I just played Minecraft. So I played that for a couple hours, and then I watched Abbott Elementary, the new episode. Wild episode, and by wild I mean like network television wild. So like it was crazy. A character left. I don't think they're gone forever, but the way they left, it's gonna be hard for them to come back. I watched Blue Beetle, the DC movie, about Jaime Reyes, who is the Blue Beetle. If you don't know who the Blue Beetle is, I'm not gonna explain it to you. Google it. If you ever watch like Young Justice, or he's a DC character. Jaime Reyes is the second Blue Beetle. Ted Kord is the first. The movie I thought was fine. I thought it was. I laughed at certain parts. George Lopez is in it, and I thought like some of the jokes in it were funny. And just some of the humor just hit for me. Like when he gets I'm gonna explain it, I guess, because I want to explain one scene. When the Blue Beetle is a scarab, which is a giant blue beetle about the size of, I don't know, maybe 2 PlayStation 5 controllers. And it is an alien technology that attaches to a host, but it has to choose its host. And then once it sears to you, you become symbiotic with it, and you cannot remove it. You either have to die for it to come off, or I'm sure in the comics there's some other way for it to come off, but 99.99% of the time it can't come off unless you die. And in the movie, it attaches to him, and his family is all in the room, and they freak the fuck out because it is like this horrifying thing to watch, a giant beetle attached to your son and fucking launch him all around. And then it's like made of like nanobots and shit, and gives him a cool armor and stuff. It's cool. I thought the movie was funny, but the action was like okay, it was fine. I saw an IMDb review that was like, this is the most cliched movie I've seen in a while. If it came out 10 to 15 years ago, this would have been a 95. But since it came out now, it's like a 6 or a 7. And I kind of agreed with that. I thought it was fine. I enjoyed it more than I thought, though. And then I watched Righteous Gemstones, the new episode of that. Very funny still. And then Severance, I watched the season finale of that. I don't know how I feel about the season finale, if I'm honest. I liked it a lot, but at the same time, there's a couple decisions a couple characters make, not relying on certain information that they have that I thought of. It's like, why didn't they think of it? So I'm just like a little out of the loop there for some reason. I just need more time. I think I do. I still love the show, but I think that season finale, it just didn't do anything where I was like, oh my god. I think I just got too into the world and too into the Reddit and like people's theories and stuff. So I think my own biases got in the way of that one. But yeah, still good. Still very good. Solid performances by Adam Scott and literally everybody else in that show. Patricia Arquette especially. The guy who plays Milicic, oh my god, he's so fucking good. Destino, you still gotta watch that. Once you start watching that, we'll talk more about it. Yeah. And then the other thing you gotta start watching. The Pit, watched the new episode on Thursday at 9. Wow. Since Kevin and you are gonna start watching that, I can't really talk much about that. But yeah, watch that, and then Kevin started to watch it, and I was like, yeah, I'll watch it. So I rewatched the first 4 episodes, I think. Kevin, right?
Yes. 4.
Yeah, rewatched the first 4 episodes with Kevin. So I've now seen the first 4 episodes 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. And technically, if you count like a Dr. Mike, I've seen the first 3 now, a bunch. But yeah, still liking the Pit. Kevin, did you talk about the Pit? I don't think you talked about the Pit that much.
What? I haven't talked about it yet.
Oh, we'll go into a thing about that. Oh yeah, you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking. I'm stupid. I usually go first, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
And then the other thing, I'm gonna try to get this out of the way. I'm gonna go a little in depth with this, if that's okay, because Genesis is not here. I mean, Zashawn Fiza, the man who lives in Texas, Lavon, Texas, in a new construction home on Trulia Lane, I think, something like that. Trulia Ave. I don't know. You'll figure it out. But Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Something.
It is Tula. What the hell is Trulia? I'm like so off on everything. I'm like there, but I'm like I start off good, but then I fall apart. It doesn't matter. Assassin's Creed Shadows came out on Thursday the 20th, and in my excitedness, I have taken a vacation for all that time off, and fucking Amazon didn't deliver it until like 4 p.m.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I gotta go to the dentist. So I really wanted to play before I went to the dentist, but that just didn't happen. But then I got it, and I ended up playing a bunch on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and today. By a bunch, I mean like a couple hours, and then like I think yesterday I put the most time in one sitting. I think I put like 6 hours in yesterday, and I think I'm at like 25 or 27 hours, somewhere around there. I'm really liking it. I'm really, really liking it. And what's crazy about it is I thought that as I would play it, I would think of Ghost of Tsushima. I would be like, oh, this is just a lesser Ghost of Tsushima. And as I'm playing it, I'm like, damn, this is so much different than Ghost of Tsushima, and it's making me so excited for Ghost of Yotei. Like, it's just amping me up for that game even more, which is crazy, which I didn't even know was possible. But I'm playing the shit out of it. Everyone's saying there's a lot of glitches. I have not encountered any glitches. I constantly have to close my game. Like if I put my console in rest mode, I have to close the game when I start it back up, because the one annoying thing about this game is all the trophies are online. You have to be connected to the Ubisoft server to get the trophies. So if my internet went out, I wouldn't be able to play it, but that's just the world we live in now, I guess. So whatever. I think the story's really great so far. Zashawn Fiza, who lives in Texas, he was telling me about the voice acting. He saw a clip of like the main lady in English, how her voice acting wasn't good. And he told me about a scene, and I'm like, I have not seen any of those scenes. The ones I've seen so far, she's been great. So I don't understand. Also, I just want to point out, there's something weird about like people with Japanese stuff. Anytime there's like we talk about the like Assassin's Creed 2, we talk about the Ezio trilogy. Were there any fans going, this isn't really authentic Italian like coming out of these games? Like, did anybody care? Are the people
think at that time they did?
I think if those did anybody care like 2 years ago when Valhalla came out, or not more than 2 years ago at this point, 5 years ago? Yeah, 5 years ago when Valhalla came out? No. I think if Assassin's Creed 2 or if Shadows was set in Italy for the first time, people would not be up in arms about it as much as they are up in arms about the Japanese stuff. I really think that because of how popular anime is and because of how popular a lot of Japanese subculture is, that people are starting to understand what it is to respect a different culture. So when another culture is represented in a video game and it's just completely butchered, nobody cares, because maybe like 4 people care, but nobody really shows that caring because they don't care about it as much as there's people who care about Japanese culture. And I just find that so interesting, because people complaining about Shadows because it's horrible to the culture. It's like, it's a fucking Assassin's game. Like, you can hate it for Ubisoft, you can hate it for a million reasons. But if you're going to be like, the culture and it sucks, it's like, what about the disrespect to the Italians, the French, the Americans? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
They just pick and choose shit that they want to be upset about. That's the problem.
yeah. And Ubisoft pick and chooses whatever the fuck they want to put in the game. Oh, they're mad that this one giant black dude who's so much fun to play, Yasuke, who's based on a real person, even though his history's kind of muddled, so they kind of just went whatever with it. He has sex with some Japanese woman who's like super famous in Japan, apparently. And there's people so mad about that his African bloodline is tainting this woman now. And I'm like, it's a fucking video game. Like, if they were like, damn, I hate all Japanese.
About maybe they're upset because they think it's NTR or something like that. Maybe that's what they're thinking because it's a black dude doing that. But I don't know if they would. I don't.
Honestly, that seems like the group. You know what I mean? But like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But I in a way I kind of respect that because like clearly there's a love for Japanese culture, so I get it, and I kind of wish we were like that with all cultures, but we're not. So let's not pick and choose our battles here. Like, come on, let's calm down, everybody. You can criticize the game for being like generic or boring. You can if you want. I don't know. I'm having a blast with it. I think Naoe is fun to play, the lady assassin. I think she's great. I think Yasuke is so much fun. He's just a tank, and I can't tell you how much fun it is to be like, okay, this mission is to assassinate people. I'm going to go in with Naoe. Okay, go in, sneak around. The sneaking is so good in this game. The assassinating is so good in this game. Go in, stab people, stab like the target, fucking sneak my way out and leave. And then Yasuke, it's like, hey, you gotta kill all these people or destroy something. Fucking Yasuke, he's running through the door, he's running through a wall, he's knocking over a farmer's market. Like, he's huge. He's literally like 7 feet tall. He's like 2 feet taller than everybody else, and he's just wrecking everybody. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. What the hell is going on in the background over there, man?
Sorry. God. I didn't think it was going to be this loud when I walked in here.
They're getting murdered. They're getting murdered. Not hanging out. I'm going to continue. Anyways, I'm having a blast with the game. I think the story's really hitting. I'm connecting with it in a way that I did not connect with Valhalla at all.
Nice.
I really like everything about it. I think this is the best Assassin's Creed game that's come out since Odyssey. I know a lot of people don't like Odyssey as much as I like Odyssey. They're wrong. And I know a lot of people like Origins way more. I do think this is on par with Origins as well. And it seems like there's a lot of people who are playing it and agree with me, which is nice. But like, I am having a blast. The one thing I hate, Japan. Literally hate Japan, and not in like a way where I hate the culture. Topography, Japan.
The opposite. He just hates the damn culture.
No, not the culture. It's the topography. Japan is a mountainous country. You know, they have that fucking that tier farming. And let me tell you, getting from point A to point B in this fucking map sucks. You have to ride your horse everywhere, and it takes forever. So 90% of the time, I'm fast traveling just so I can ride a little shorter of a distance. And the other time, if I'm climbing a hill, this assassin can't climb the hill that much. So I have to follow the path. They have a great path following system.
I saw a video about that where the previous Assassin's Creed games, I guess when they switched to the RPG system, they made it so that you could climb any surface no matter what the surface was. Now they reverted back to what AC2, Brotherhood 3, things like that, where
Origins,
you gotta climb designated surfaces.
So Origins was a more expanded, but it was mostly designated services, designated like areas. Odyssey and Valhalla both increased how much where the designated the areas were. Valhalla was just like wherever the fuck you can climb, except for like very steep mountains that are snowy. And Odyssey was like, if you can't climb it, you can fucking jump up there. You're a fucking god, because you're like a god in that. You have so many superpowers, which is nuts. You could literally fall from any height at a point in that game, and you wouldn't get hurt because you were literally a god in Odyssey. And in this game, they took that away. Yasuke can barely parkour, so he's mostly sticking to the roads. But honestly, I'm fine with him sticking to the roads because he's huge. He's fucking huge. And it just makes sense. Yasuke, she cannot climb a lot of steep. Oh yeah, thank you. Naoe cannot climb a lot of steep hills, but it's not even like she should be able to climb that. In any other game, you wouldn't be able to climb these hills because they're so steep. And right now it's the winter, and a lot of them are just covered in snow, or like that flat ass rock. And I will say the climbing is way less, but also Japan, it's not a very climbable country. So like, hell, even in Ghost of Tsushima, there were a few spots like the main island. It was like a lot of flat land, but then you go to that north section, and it was all mountains, and you couldn't climb anywhere. And what sucked about Ghost of Tsushima was you jump down 3 feet, you fucking break your ankle. And this one, it's way more forgiving with the fall damage, and they do have a climb down button as well, which is nice. But I'm telling you, it's like the mountainous regions of Japan. It's like take some artistic liberties, flatten this piece of shit out. I'm just saying, like, this is crazy. And then I'll be climbing a mountain or climbing down a mountain off the path, and there's so much foliage, and it's very satisfying to take your katana and just cut it all down, because you can cut a lot of it down, which is amazing, and it looks beautiful on the Pro and the mode I'm using, performance mode, which Digital Foundry recommends that version for everybody, by the way. Just saying, Sony win. But yeah, no, it's just like it's too much. It's way too much. It just kind of sucks, but there's really no way around it, and this is just the setting I'm in, so I'm fine with it. That's my biggest complaint so far. There's a lot of things to do. My mission board looks fucking insane. But as I said in the beginning, I thought that I would think like this is a lesser Ghost of Tsushima, but instead I'm going, I can't fucking wait for Ghost of Yotei. And I'm so shocked that I'm actually saying that while I'm playing this game. I'm like, wow, this is so good, and I can't wait for Ghost of Yotei because I'm going to have a different, better time. But, it's good. It's real good. Having a blast. Have not platinumed it yet. Probably won't platinum it for a hot minute because there's a trillion different things, and I'm not doing all the things for the trophy immediately. I'm doing some of the side things that aren't even trophies because I'm just having that much fun. So, yeah.
Wow.
All right, Kevin, you want to go next? You want Genesis to go next?
I'll go next. All right. I played some Waltz of the Wizard. I played some Seventh Guest VR before my power went out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, power went out for you guys too?
No. This is a different day. And it went out for like literally a split second.
Got it.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was wild.
Yeah, it was real weird. Then I played some Final Fantasy 1. The Pixel Remaster. Boy, let me tell you something. Playing a real Final Fantasy game is so much fucking fun. Going all the way back to the first game, and it's basically like freaking cheating with this newer version because they do a lot of things to help you out that the first game did not do. Like your party auto-targeting onto a new enemy if the one they targeted dies. In the first game, like the original Final Fantasy on NES, didn't work that way. You had to really think about how much damage your characters were going to potentially be dealing and try to like spread out your attacks onto different enemies, because if you attack the air, sucks. You attack the air. But this just like retargets onto whatever the next thing is in the line, so it's significantly easier. And then there's a fucking button you can press. You can just click on the right stick to not have encounters. Period. You just walk around. Why did they put it in? I don't know. Am I using it? Nope.
So you can walk around and do nothing?
You could turn off encounters. Except probably the scripted ones still happen, but like all the random encounters you can just turn off. So getting a platinum in this game, easy as shit. Because the game is significantly easier to play. But it also is a lot faster because they enabled running. Because walking in this game is slow as fucking shit. And they also updated the controls so that it can recognize multiple directional inputs at once. The original game could not. So you couldn't move on any diagonals. That made it a lot of fun to navigate town, let me tell you. But yeah, basically this is just better in every way. And if you haven't played the first game, I would recommend doing this Pixel Remaster because it's very fun, very quick. I'm already a quarter of the way through the game, and the PlayStation says I played for 4 hours, so yay. Um, yeah, that's Final Fantasy. I played Last Epoch. Didn't play Pathway Zelda 2, waiting for the new patch. Played Last Epoch instead for my ARPG fix. And then I played. Oh, oh boy. Oh boy. I played Thunderfolk. Now, if everybody forgot what this was, Kevin was very excited about this game. We haven't heard a lot about it for like 6 or 7 months, I think, maybe even longer. But this is a game that ex Blizzard devs back from Good Blizzard, and some other people. I think some from Riot. And I don't know where the hell else. They all got together and they were like, "Hey man, Jackbox games is kind of cool. What if we did something like that, but we did it like a D&D or like a tabletop RPG?" And then when we do this, when we like try to pull this off, we're gonna fucking hit it out of the park. Because oh my god, a demo came out that you can play on GeForce Now, which is Nvidia's like streaming cloud gaming service thing. You don't technically have to pay for it, but I signed up for a premium membership because it was only $10 for a month, and the game Thunderfolk comes out in a month. So I'm like, fuck it, here, $10, I'll play the demo. Let's do it. And the demo is fucking fantastic. This game is so goddamn good. You could potentially play this online. It is designed more to be a couch co-op kind of thing. Get together with your friends and play. But only one person needs to have the game. Everybody else just needs to have some sort of smart device that can scan a QR code. That's it. You're good to go. It's going to be available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, the whole freaking thing. It is so cool how they made everything because once you get playing this game, you're not even looking at your phone for the majority of like what you're controlling. Um, you use the phone screen as if it is a control stick or like a joystick or you want to call it to move a cursor around on the screen when you want to like move your character in combat, or if you want to use an ability you swipe the card that you want to use up, and then like you can target it, whatever you need to do. And as you're like doing all that, at least for me, it all became second nature. I was constantly looking at the battle map and not even like looking down at my phone. um, and then when you go into town, oh baby. So when you go into town, there's a map of the town sort of on the screen. It just shows like all the different like kind of places you can go to and who is where in your party. Because everybody else, like or everybody when you're like in town, you're basically looking down at your phone. You can choose who you talk to. You can choose where you go to, what you want to buy, what you want to sell. Oh, somebody over there is asking for some money. Cool. Go to the post office. Send them some of your money if you got some extra lying around. You want to send items back and forth. You can send those through the post to different people. And like you could just do. You don't have to like sit there and role play out. Okay, let's follow this character. Okay, now let's follow this character. No, you're all just freaking doing. There's no limits. There's not like a thing where oh this other player's at the blacksmith right now. You can't go just yet. No. You just fucking choose where you want to go. You buy your stuff. You do your selling or whatever you want to do. Level up. Edit your fate deck, which we'll get to in a second because it's fucking amazing and even better than rolling dice. Um, Man, I can't talk enough about this freaking game. This game is so cool. Combat is very interesting because there's a lot of mechanics in there that they're just like it's a mechanic. It's just there. It's not exclusively something you're supposed to necessarily target an enemy with unless it's an attack. Um, and so like when you have an ability that says push two, so you can push whatever your target is 2 spaces. You want to push an enemy? Sure, push an enemy. You want to push an ally? Push an ally. Doesn't fucking matter. You can push people all over the fucking hell. Oh, did you just push somebody off a cliff? Cool, that person's dead now. Like,
Oh
it's so
no.
freaking good. And there's so much that you can do with this because there's no initiative. You choose which player goes when, and it's the player's phase entirely, and then it's the enemy phase entirely. It just keeps going back and forth like that. And if, like, let's say the four of us were playing and I went first in round one, once round two comes around, doesn't matter who goes first. It doesn't even save the turn order. So you can actually, like, sit there and devise complicated strategies altogether if you wish to, or you could just kind of, like, have at and do whatever it is that you want to do. So the Fate deck that you have is 10 cards. You have 3 positives, 4 neutrals, 3 negatives. And you have to have 3 positive, 4 negative, or 3 positive, 3 negative, and 4 neutrals. But what all those cards do, you could choose, more or less. You have to have the Fate card available to you, but like you have an inventory of Fate cards you can slot into these things. And it could be as simple as your positives being +1, +2, your neutrals are +0, negatives are -1, -2, and all that basically means is that your damage is even going up, staying the same, or going down. However, then you start to play the game and get more Fate cards. That'll be like, oh, you get a -2, but you get shield 2, which means the next 2 damage you take is going to be mitigated. Oh, here's a -1, but if you do have a -1, then all your allies around you are going to get a random buff. You'll get a plus that also gives you additional strength, which means that next time you attack, you're going to do more damage based on whatever your strength number is. And just all this cool stuff that goes into it, where you can, like, eventually get a coherent, like, build together based off of this luck of the draw thing. And the Fate deck, the way it works in combat, is you have your 10 cards. You have to go through all 10 of them before it shuffles again. No matter how many turns, rounds, or whatever the hell is going on, you have to go through all 10 of those cards for it to reshuffle. And you can always reference what's left in that deck. You don't have to memorize it. So you can plan. If you really want to go hardcore strategy in this game, you definitely can. And if you want to up the difficulty level, of which there are 4 difficulty levels, you are going to have to strategize like that, because some of the shit is wild. Like, enemies becoming all enemies are elites. They have additional health, additional damage. You go from the easiest difficulty has infinite respawns to no respawns at the highest difficulty. Like, it is, there's so much in Thunderfolk. I can't wait. I can't believe it comes out in a month. Boom. And that's all. Or no, and then I watched The Pit, which Adam and I will talk about. I watched 4 episodes with him, and wow, what a fucking show. But we'll get there together.
Hell yeah. Real quick, before Genesis goes, yeah. I forgot to mention I watched Daredevil Born Again, the new episodes. They released episode 4 and 5, or 5 and 6. Yeah, 5 and 6. 5 was great. It's kind of, I don't want to say a filler episode, but it's great. I loved every single second of it. I had a smile the entire time. It's so good. But it doesn't move the main plot forward. And then 6, also great. I'm glad they released both of these at the same time. They were both so good. Lot of characters from things in the past in the MCU, so I'm glad we're tying it more in. So Genesis, you got to get on this show now, because there's things from other things in here now.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
I'm gonna say one, but this is gonna be okay, Kevin, because you don't care and you didn't watch this show. So you wouldn't even know. Right. You wouldn't even know the guy. Yusuf Khan is in this at one point in episode 5. Kamala's dad.
Yusuf. No way.
Yeah, he pops up in episode 5, and I was like, "What are you doing here?" And he talks about his daughter, and I'm like, "Hell yeah, let's go!"
Now hold on. Did Disney cut ties with him or no?
No, he seems to be very active in the MCU. I looked into that. There's not much more information about what came out against him and his wife and what they did and all that stuff. But like, yeah, it seems like they're on his side for that one.
Okay, all right, good.
Which is strange.
Great guy, by the way. Great guy. I like that guy. He's cool.
He's good as the dad. He's great as the dad.
Yeah,
Just his past is a little confusing, but whatever.
Yeah. We won't talk about that. Don't worry.
Yeah, we won't talk about.
Anyway, so I'm back in the chat. I'm back in the actual Minecraft world here. After what, a 3-week hiatus at this point? Well, last week I was on via the app, but I'm here again. So what did I do? I played a little bit of Metaphor. I didn't do too much considering, I've been busy doing all of my housework and trying to get this whole house done. I'm finally done. I'll take updated pictures for you guys because some of the rooms have gotten updated and things like that.
Oh.
So I'll do that. I got my guest room all set up, so anyone need to drop by, go right ahead. I'm waiting. It's ready now. We can live together here and be all good.
You can live Jesus. All right.
Other than that, I've been watching anime obviously as time's gone on. I'm watching Solo Leveling. I've been watching that because it's easy for me to just sit down while I'm eating and just kind of pop an episode and then I watch that. But you got me on Daredevil. I got to make sure I watch Daredevil 100%. If that's tying into the MCU, I am ready to see that. I want to see it real bad. What? Talking to all my friends online. You seen the crafting check one? Yes. Okay, good. I gotta definitely look at that. And I think did we play? No, we played Phasmophobia a little bit. We also played Phasmophobia a couple nights. Yeah. With a lot of the work done, I should be returning to my normal routine of going online and playing with you guys more regularly now. It's been a rough one the last week or so. So that's what I did. I think I did watch. I didn't watch all the way, but I saw another one of those Netflix movies. Those like Lindsay Lohan movies that she's a washed up actress and this and that. So we're just gonna make movies for her. One Irish one. I didn't see all of it. The wife and I were sitting watching it for a little bit until like we couldn't stay awake anymore, and we ended up going to sleep. She does not know how to act anymore. I gotta say that. I don't know. She plays these roles, and I'm like, what are you playing here? I mean, not that she was a stellar actor to begin with, but
she was good. I would say she was good. I liked her in everything she was in.
But like, she does not know how to act anymore. I gotta say, I don't know what's going on with her.
Freaky Friday 2, though. Freaky Friday 2.
I did see that get confirmed. I did see that.
Yeah, trailer's out.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the trailer. I have watched Moana 2 as of now. I've watched Moana 2 about 56 to 60 times, I think, at this point.
Okay.
Adam, get on my level.
No.
Oh. The songs get more and more catchy every time I hear it. So good. Beyond is that. Oh, I'm starting to tear up every time I hear that song when she starts, singing.
It's good. I'm telling you. Ever since the first time, I have.
It hits so well. But yeah, that's all I did. Destinoda, have you gone already?
Everyone's gone.
Oh, okay. All right. What do we have to talk about this week, boys? What are we talking about? Nothing. Good. Great. Fantastic. I'm glad.
Game Informer's back.
I did see that. They're back.
Which is cool.
All right. And I'm back. All right, Adam. Let's do this.
All right. Can you lead?
Oh, my God. All right. The Pit. The Gotti. It's not a Gotti.
It's a Gotti. Wow. Okay. The Hottie.
Wow.
Hospital of the Year.
Hospital of the Year right here. And I don't know characters' names. Adam, help me. Was that doctor, the head doctor dude?
Robbie?
Oh, baby. Robbie, that's it. Oh my God, this dude is playing Doctor so freaking well. I mean, everybody in this cast does a pretty damn good job of acting to whatever extent that their character is written.
Yeah, main guy is Noah Wiley, is his real name. He most famous for playing a doctor on ER.
Oh, okay. Well, there you have it.
He was the main character on ER for the first 12 seasons, I think.
Damn. All right, then.
Yeah. And his mom's a nurse in real life.
So I guess he would know.
Yeah. So he's on it. He plays Dr. Michael Rabinovich, or Dr. Robbie is his name. You got Bryan Cranston's daughter on the show playing Dr. Mel King. You got Dr. Trinity Santos. You got Dr. What the hell's her name? Javati. Oh, Dr.
like
Javati Shamsi.
Dr. Chris Pine.
Dr. Langdon. I forget his first name. Frank Langdon. I forget McKay's first name, but you got Dr. McKay, the triage nurse.
Yeah.
You got Dana, the charge nurse, who's fantastic, who also popped up in episode 6 of Daredevil, and I was like, what are you doing here? Which is crazy. The blonde, the one that reminds me of Nancy. You got why do I always forget her name?
Goosebumps?
No, that's Trinity Santos.
Oh, that is.
Oh God, it's the British lady, the black lady. Why am I forgetting her name? How dare I? How dare I? This is embarrassing. I know her name is Tracy in real life. Dr. Collins. You got her, and then you got Dr. Whitaker, which Kevin seems to really enjoy. The British guy in real life,
Whitaker.
But he's playing a young Nebraskan farmer. So
doing a great job.
It's great. Everybody's great.
Oh my God. Whitaker and Mel better be together. I'm pretty sure it's Mel, right? Mel is
Mel,
the awkward lady. Yeah.
Yeah.
They better be together by the end of the season.
Wow.
Which is probably only one day. So you know what? I'll take that back. By the end of the show.
15 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12-hour shift that extends to 15-hour shift. So 15 episodes.
So just in order, you still need to get on this. We're going to try to do this with as little spoilers as we can, I believe.
Gotta be honest, sounds like Destinoda is sleeping.
Destinoda?
Did he fall asleep, this bastard?
Yeah, he's been breathing pretty heavily.
Hey, you son of a... Get up!
All right, sweet.
Destinoda?
Yes.
There you go. You fell asleep.
No.
Yeah, you did.
No, I was hearing some scratching.
We were calling your name.
What?
We've been calling your name for the last 2 minutes.
No.
We stopped the show and everything, man. I had to whistle to wake you up. You were breathing heavy into the mic. Either that or you died for 2 minutes. What do you mean? No. Hey, real quick, if you weren't, hold on. If you weren't sleeping, what are we talking about?
Oh, man.
Damn, he didn't even know he was sleeping. That's crazy. Well, anyways, we're talking about the pit.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, good thing I didn't hear anything. Now I don't know.
We're not spoiling anything. I just named all the characters.
All right. No.
Kind of feel wasted at this point, but whatever. It's fine. You can go back and listen if you want.
No, that's fine. All right. So this show, oh my God. All right. First of all, everything is so real. It's so great. The tension is insane. The amount of patience that they're bouncing between, and then more come, and then more come, and then oh my God, you got people coming in by helicopter. You got it's so wild.
It's very busy.
And then, on top of this, constant shifting around from room to room, to doctor to patient to patient. Every once in a while, they're like, "Oh, hold on a minute, hold on." Somebody on set. They were like, "Wait, hold on. This shot right here. This is where we gotta give 110% real quick. All right, let's shoot it like this." And oh my God, the amount of emotion that they can amplify when they do these shots, like that frickin' one scene. Oh,
Yeah.
18, yeah.
That
So good.
that one
The
get
whole
that
thing, all the
the
way to the phone call.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it's so good. It's so hard to describe this show that doesn't really feel like it has like a lot of plot lines going on, but at the same time, the plot line is life inside of a
Yeah,
hospital for one
yeah.
shift.
Like you
Like
don't
it's crazy.
you don't need a plot line. Like it's great.
Oh, there's
You're
plot
just
lines.
I mean, I guess sure there is, but
Oh,
like
oh, there's plot lines. As
oh
the
oh.
shift goes on, there's plot lines, Gavin.
um yeah, I don't know, man. This show is just on a whole nother level. I'm glad that it came out because hopefully other entities in entertainment like I can take note. Oh, this is
They,
just such a fresh show.
as okay, I gave my thoughts on this, so I wanna as the fun thing I got to do was watch along with Kevin. So what I get to comment on is what Kevin noticed that I noticed because Kevin was noticing. I also
Ooh,
noticed it
okay. Yeah.
myself, but I didn't think of it because it's just not one of those things you think of. In every doctor show that I've watched, I always try to follow along on the monitors, and most of the time you can't. In this one, Kevin, you were following the monitors, and you're like, "Oh, that guy's his oxygen, it's too low right there." In most shows, they just fuck up whatever they just put whatever they want on those monitors, and it's like that person be dead if they had that.
Right.
Dr. Mike in every show he'll react to like Grey's Anatomy, he'd be like, this person's fine. Why are they having a heart attack? Like it doesn't show that at all on here. He's flatlined. Like there's nothing we can do here. But in this show, you can literally something's going on. It'll show the monitor and Kevin be like, "Oh yeah, no, we gotta correct that. We gotta yeah." It's like what the fuck? And I remember like thinking that, but I just never thought of that, and I just thought that was so fun. Like it's such a show. Like just to be, it's just so good to be like you can get lost in all the details that are going on, and it's
Everything.
fucking
Yeah.
nuts. Literally everything they do, it's like you know why a character's doing what they're doing. You know, like it's just I don't even know how to describe how great every scene is in this show. And then the choice of shots are so incredible. They did not have to go as hard as they did for 90% of this show. And they're like, yeah, we're going to show you. Sometimes it's like a oneer. It's like they're going from one room to another, and it's like my favorite transition is when oh my god, I forgot about Dr. Mohan. Slow Mo, Dr. Mohan, she and Mel are dealing with a patient, and they're talking. And then my favorite transition, I believe it's in episode 4, is where they're talking, and then you walk out of the room with them, and they continue to talk, and then they go into ideas, and then it literally, the camera takes an incredibly wide shot. You still hear them talking, and you see Dr. Robbie walk into the shot, and then we follow him into the room where he's going to. It's my favorite shot, my favorite transition in the entire show. And I just think that one is incredible because it's like I at work I keep up with the task I'm doing. Sometimes I'm doing a few tasks. If I was a doctor, I'm not cut out to be a doctor, and this show proves it. Because Dr. Robbie will literally walk from room to room to room to room to room and remember a detail that I forgot, which is insane. And I'm like, I don't have the mental capacity for this. And he just wants to pee, man. That's all he wants to do. You know what I mean?
That's all he wants to do is pee, but he has to keep on holding it. You know.
It's
people
it's
just
nuts.
go into the restroom and be like, "Hey, I need you."
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, Death Note. I can't wait for you to watch this.
This show, okay, gets two big things right with its writing, its direction, its everything. First big thing, they're using real medical stuff, like real medical terms. They're talking real quick through them all. Like 95% of the audience is going to be like, "What?" But it doesn't matter. You don't need to know any of it because they're that good at just like doing showing you whatever it is that they just talked about, you're now going to see it. But also, the second best thing they do, this show there's gross things in this show, but it is not a gross out medical show.
No.
If they're going to cut into somebody, they're like, see, yep, okay, we're making a cut, and now the camera's on the doctors. Oh, we got to put a tube in? Look, see, there's the tube going in. All right, back to the doctors. Like, the doctors are the focal point. And it's so well shot in that aspect that, like, even when something that could be just totally disgusting to look at is happening, they show you, like, the most brief looks at it and just get the point across as to what everybody's doing, and you're good. And they understand you're good.
Yeah.
And they just move on to, like, everybody's reactions and what they're talking about, and like how how urgent whatever it is they're doing on the patient actually is, because like certain patients, they're just like, oh yeah, this person's just going to need like this much morphine, we're going to increase like this IV, blah blah blah. And then there's like somebody who's on the verge of death, and they're like, I need this.
Throwing blood bags to each other. One person, that one lady who's just gelling everybody. I don't know if you've seen her. She literally just, every time they go to like do an ultrasound, this woman just comes across the patient like from the neck. She literally, her arm darts out, she squirts a little gel, and then pulls her arm back. And that's all she does in this entire show. And it is fantastic. Because another thing is the background. Every background actor is doing something, and they're not just standing around and like fake talking like they do in every other show. There are people cleaning in the background. There are people like moving medical shit to another place that actually ends up in the other scene. It's like, how the fuck do you coordinate this show? You're better off just fucking starting a hospital and filming it.
Basically, yeah. And like, not only that, you brought up the gel person. Like, she's just putting it on the patient. It's not even like in the same spot necessarily all the time. It's not even necessarily where they need it. She's just like, oh, we're gonna need an ultrasound. We need the gel here. I picked a spot on the body.
Yeah, and it's great.
And I think there's one shot in episode 3 where the person who's doing the ultrasounding, they have to like do it multiple times. I forget why, but they had to do it like multiple times, and she comes in again to put more out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's for the one guy. Spoilers, it's for a guy. It's for the one guy with the he would have been fine, but he was put on BiPAP.
Yes, I think that's right.
I think it's for them.
But yeah, like it's wild. There's so much detail.
It's so
good. And like Adam was saying, like all this stuff is happening in the back. I don't notice half the things that are happening in the background because I'm too busy focusing on what's in the foreground. But he's telling me about like, oh yeah, like you can actually see this patient like in the background before like these events, and like he's actually in that spot, and like
the one dude that ended the episode, I think 4. Is that the dude? Was that dude ending the episode, or was that the previous episode? It might have been the ending of 3. That guy, you see him in the waiting room multiple times, and then he moves chairs, which you do in a waiting room, and then you see him talking to other people, and then his shit happens, and you're like, what the fuck? You see a bunch of people. There's that one big dude gets up, and he like goes to walk, and that one lady moves her purse, and you see that lady later. Like in another episode, and it's like, it's crazy. And as every episode goes on, the waiting room just keeps filling up, and I see new patients, and I see people that like are coming back. Like I just see it all. It's crazy. That's why I think like rewatching the show, I think twice is fine. I don't think 3 times is like you're nuts, but that's okay for me. But like rewatching the show, I think is totally worth it because I'm just picking up on things. And then like I was saying that Kevin doesn't really know about these things yet. The plot lines that do develop in this episode, I've already noticed things that I did not notice in my first watch. And it's crazy what they do in this show. Because there's
so
another
cool.
thing that Kevin mentioned that we haven't talked about yet is the characters in how Kevin said you have a not it's not really the right word to use, but I'm going to use it like a stereotype of every single type of person that works in a hospital, and it's so interesting to watch these people develop over the shift.
Yeah, you have like the stereotype is the token character.
Yeah,
of
token.
the
Yeah,
like,
it's yeah.
Like basically what we're going for is every medical show has like here's the doctor who's afraid to make a mistake because this is like his first patient. He doesn't want to lose the first patient because it's going to look too bad, and like he's the only person in his family that's going to college, so like he's the one who's going to try to be like the successful one out of the family. Blah 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 blah. Then you have like the snarky person. Then you got the like super intelligent one who thinks that she's like
better than
being
everybody
really
else.
Professional. Yeah, she thinks she's better than everybody else and being very professional in how she talks, but she's actually like being super combative and blames everybody else for being combative as well. And then you have the super shy one who gets weirded out at things, which I guess isn't always present in shows. And then you got like the lead person who's just fucking God,
depressed, but knows everything.
Yeah. Yep.
At the end, he's probably gonna be on that ledge.
Yeah, right. But what I was talking with Adam about was like it's cool that they have all this, and I don't mind it because like it's working, but at the same time, I want people to get like fired or have something like happen to them, because they would just keep it a lot more interesting and a lot more genuine as opposed to just having these varying characters there just to like prove points or move like emotion along and stuff like that. So I'm hoping.
I got a couple theories about like some stuff, but I can't really talk to you about them. Out of curiosity, who do you think would be fired if anybody got fired?
At this present point in time, man, this is interesting because one character's already made mistakes, multiple. And
they are students, though, so...
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
But one person, Langdon, like, I feel like hates at this point.
Yeah.
And I would not be surprised if she went. But also, honestly, the person who's doing the best, who thinks she knows it all, could honestly be the one that they're like, no, get out.
I see,
like, set, like, a standard.
Okay.
Or make an example of her.
Okay.
To get everybody else in line.
All right. Well, I'm not saying if anybody gets fired or not, but those are guesses. Interesting. I'd probably be around the same point you were. So, and honestly, I still think that. So, where I am now. So, we shall see. But
it's
a great show.
It's such a good show, and it's watchable.
Yeah.
It's just fun to watch.
Yeah, you mentioned that it's what we decided to call it was it's better than you thought it was, but not in the way you thought it was.
Yeah. Like it's genuinely entertaining. It's wild.
It's not just a technical show.
Yeah, it's not a technical show. Yes, it's very realistic, but it's not trying to like be a documentary. It's not trying to push anything down your throat. It's also not pushing any sort of like agenda. I mean, you got a director who's saying like all the stuff a director would say, like, hey, you need to like freaking make sure that this hospital's getting stats A, B, and C at like whatever the hell the government of the United States wants them to be at and all this other shit. But like, sure, that you expect that. And honestly, it's nice to have that. Because you have the Robbie interacting with her exclusively, I think, up to this point.
Gloria is
and
what
he's
her
just
name is,
like, yeah, shut your mouth. Like, we have a hospital to run. Like, you can't judge everything on all these fucking statistics. Get out of here.
I'll tell you what, which is crazy. One of my favorite characters of the season, Gloria.
Is that the director lady?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, she does a great job. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, she does a great job. She's one of my favorite characters of the season because of like just things she does in later episodes, and it's like, fuck yeah, Gloria, you fucking, oh man, just like, oh.
But she's
I
like,
wish.
I forget, one of her earlier things was something about, I think, like patient satisfaction or
Yeah,
whatever.
patient
And he's
satisfaction
basically
scores
like,
need to go up.
he's like, everybody's just sitting out in the waiting room for hours on end. Why don't you like put more staff on and open upstairs? And she's like, well, we don't have the money to do blah blah blah. And she's like, yes, you do. And like, oh,
Everybody knows you have the money. Come on now.
come on, come on, come on. But like, I'm bad with words. Basically, those interactions are more of like this is a fun watch while this is happening. It's
Yeah.
not like freaking what was the Netflix show that me and Destino loved? Edgar Allan Poe thing, Fall of the House of Usher. That's like heavy business dialogue and stuff like that. It's still entertaining for certain people like me, but like that requires a lot more like active thought going on. This you can turn your brain off, just watch,
Yeah.
just enjoy.
Yeah, you can.
Does that make sense? I think that's what I'm trying to get.
Yeah, you can turn your brain off and absolutely enjoy this with no issues. You can also turn your brain on and learn so much shit.
Oh, true.
Like, what's a Lefort-3 fracture? I know what a Lefort-3 fracture is, which is crazy. Why do I know that? I didn't go to medical school, but I know it. You know what I mean? Like, I know what Halidol is. I know how much morphine I should take. You know what I mean? If one of us, I keep telling my mom, if one of us goes down, we're gonna be okay. I got this now. Like, are you kidding me? I know what to do if like one of us gets degloved somewhere. Like,
God.
it's just
You know
it's
how
nuts.
you know how to draw the line for the fasciotomy?
I know how to do that. I know I don't have a carotid clamp, but I can do it. I don't got like that trach holder thing, but I can absolutely do
Visor
it.
clips.
Yeah. I got a bunch of like the chip clips they're on my fridge. They got magnets too. I'm ready. I got this. You kidding me? It was like after I watched The Bear, I'd make a bowl of cereal and be like, "It's fucking magnificent. Look at this. Look at this." And be like, my mom be like, "You're not on The Bear," and I'm like, "You don't understand how hard I've studied for this." Like this show, I'm like, next time I put on a Band-Aid, I might fucking get an award just for being like the top doctor in this New York. But you can absolutely turn your brain off, but you can't keep your brain off for 3 repeat episodes. You gotta turn it on. It's great. It's great. Oh God, I love the show.
It's such a good show.
Did not expect it to be high ranking as much as it is for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even know about it until Kevin talked about this show.
Yeah. I'm glad I did. I'm
You're
glad
like,
you kept saying,
yeah.
Kevin, watch it.
Kevin, did you hear about the doctor show? No, I don't know nothing about it. Yeah, it's supposed to be realistic. Yeah, cool. Sounds great. Oh, Dr. Mike's reaction to a show. Wow, this looks great. Wow. Oh, episode 2. Wow. All right, I guess I'll watch it all in 2 days. Yeah, I guess I'll watch it all again in 2 days.
I talked to Adam about this. I think listen, Last of Us. Listen, Pedro Pascal. I know you're probably gonna do a fantastic job. But you know what? I don't know. Robbie might get this Emmy.
Yeah. After fucking Nathan Drake himself, he might get that award.
Ooh.
Fucking. He looks like Nathan Drake. I just can't get over how much he looks like Nathan Drake. And he played like a Nathan Drake in the Librarian TV movies.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So, just fucking that guy.
All right.
What a show. Tessano to get on that.
Show. Can't wait to watch
I
more.
will get on that.
I hope you watch it next week. You're like, this show fucking sucks. One of these days, I just want one of our recommendations for you to be like, no, that did not appeal to me at all. Anytime we recommend something to you, you're like, oh my God, it was great. Godzilla -1 loved it. I'm like, fuck.
That was a great movie.
Trying to find things to give you so that you will just come back one day and be like, this.
No, I mean, like, usually I always feel good when I see something and I go, this is definitely something for this person. Like a YouTube video or even a show or a movie or whatever. And then I recommend it to them. Sometimes I miss. I've never missed for Destinoto. Not once.
He's a very avid
Did you watch The Spirit of St. Louis yet?
No. He definitely did not.
All right. All right.
Kevin, I don't know if you know, Flow is on Max.
Yes, I did see that.
It's Spirit
Yeah,
of
Don't
watch
ask you if
that.
you watch Spirit of St. Louis.
The Spirit of St. Louis.
A plane movie?
It's not just a plane, all right? It's Charles
One of
Lindbergh's
these
life.
days, I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna see a man standing in my backyard right through that door. And I'm gonna shoot
Oh.
He's just trying to cross the border, man. Just leave him alone, all right? I know you're really far from the border, but he's just trying to cross.
him. He's not allowed here. His kind is not allowed here.
Jesus.
All
Is
right.
this the 1957 movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm deported.
This was recommended to you a long time ago. Not that long, actually. A couple months.
No, it was last podcast.
Was it? It wasn't the last podcast.
Yeah, it was.
No, it had to be the one before.
Okay.
'Cause
maybe the one
Genesis
before,
wasn't
but no
here.
earlier than that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, my
Yes,
couple
I
months
was-
ago
I
is 2
recommended
weeks.
it, and then we went into war movies.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Good podcast. Favorite podcast of the year so far, that one.
Oh man, fucking James Stewart. Oh,
No offense.
what a
Not
guy.
because you weren't here. It's just we just were like, we got nothing. Let's just talk.
Oh, you know what? Freaking
great.
just no. Oh
Yeah.
no, you know what? Scratch Spirit of St. Louis. Have you seen Patton?
Patton?
Patton. Patton.
You know, like the general.
Oh, probably not.
Do that one instead.
Okay.
I have this new surround sound system, and this fire behind my head. keeps
Set
crackling.
aside time. It's a 3-hour movie.
Oh boy.
It's so good. I love it. Adam, have you seen Patton?
Of course.
Nice.
Okay.
I was friends with Alex. Of course, I've seen Patton.
That's fair.
That's smoke detector. Smoke detector.
Smoking
Relax,
detectors?
relax. Go sleep. Oh my god. Anyway.
Can I touch that?
No. Kevin, keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch anything. Not allowed to
What does
touch
this
things.
do?
You know what happened last time? We had to
Daddy
call the fire
blew up.
department last time you touched something.
Daddy blew up.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I had to leave Buffalo and come here. So, you know, that's what happened. It's because we had to call the fire department because I blew up and I had to come over here. That's not, I mean, you know, that's like partly true. It's not all true, but that's kind of what happened.
What?
Don't worry about that.
Sounds
That's
like
the sound
Adam just
effect when
touched
you blow it
something.
up.
I did.
Oh, what'd you touch?
I had an itch on my belly, and I went to scratch it, and I forgot. I had this gnarly pimple, like on the lower
no.
left quadrant of my belly. And it's one of those ones where, like back in the day, I would have freeze dried off because that's how bad they were.
Really?
Yeah. My skin sucks. I really should go to a dermatologist again. And I literally went to go scratch my belly, and I totally forgot what was there, and I felt it. I felt it real bad, and it was like, ah! It was like, it felt like it went deep inside of me. What it felt like, you know what I mean? Not in a good way. Not in a good way, like Genesis is used to. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, am I used to that? Hold on a second. Wait a second. Hold on. I agreed to that without listening to the whole comment. That was
That's okay. That's so we can move on.
Yeah,
Move on,
that
move
happened.
on.
Sorry. But I have this 11.1 surround sound system, and
11.1?
yeah, it's
Wait, you have
11.1.4.
speakers in the ceiling? What the fuck is 11.1?
So let me explain how.
I never understood what the numbers meant.
How many satellite speakers in the base?
Well, there you go. He told you.
What is satellite
Um,
speakers?
All right, Genesis, explain.
So the soundbar system that I have is Samsung. It's a Samsung Q990, right?
Yeah, I remember looking at it
990D
when we were at the
to
chicken
be
place.
specific. Yes. This one has 9 speakers built into the actual soundbar that point in different directions. Two of them point diagonally outwards. Two of them point to the top. Two of them point forward. Two, four, six, and then two more. And no, three will point in the center. So they'll point like to the center of wherever your soundbar is pointing. Um, and then you have two satellite speakers that currently sit away from the soundbar. They're meant to be behind you or to the side of you to consistently give you different sound. And then you got a subwoofer. So it's an 11.1.4. There's 11 channels of a speaker that this soundbar can accommodate, which it does with the PlayStation 5. The point one is the subwoofer that's there because there's only one subwoofer, and then the point four is how many channels the rear speakers can accommodate, which these rear speakers do Dolby Atmos vertical and horizontal. So you have a speaker on the top of that and then a speaker on the front, and it fires upwards and forward. So depending on whatever's behind you, it will take that sound and throw it in that speaker. So at this very second, I keep hearing this fucking fire crackling behind my head because this is where the damn speaker is. And in Minecraft, that's where the fire is too. So
Yeah.
I hear this fire just going off, and I'm like, what the hell? I will say, Samsung, I don't particularly buy a bunch of Samsung stuff, but their soundbar is
Sony's main
excellent
competitor.
quality. Yeah. Sony, you can't beat Sony on TVs. Like, no, Sony's still the damn king on TVs, especially with their Bravia Series 9. Like, nobody can beat them on that. But their sound bars, this thing blows everything away. Also, I used to have that 7.1.2 surround sound back in the apartment when I used to be in back over upstate. That one, it didn't sound as surroundy, and this is another one of my damn terms, like Bioshocky.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't sound as a surround as I wanted it to because I would still have to hear most of the dialogue coming from the center speakers, no matter where I was looking, right? A lot of the dialogue came from the center speaker. And the now this one, this specific what do you call it? This soundbar system, this surround sound system.
Chrysler
This
Pacifica?
fucking no, yeah, not Pacifica. This thing absolutely destroys anything that I've heard prior. Also, there is no wires. Like, it's a totally wireless setup. You can even do I don't know how this is possible, but you could do wireless HDMI. I have no idea how the fuck you do wireless HDMI, but it's apparently a thing. It transmits a video signal somehow wirelessly from the TV to the soundbar. I don't know how that works.
Now do me a favor and start up God of War 2018, and then get to the part where Jormungandr speaks when he comes out of the ocean.
Oh, that's a good. You know what? I might pick some requests.
It's gonna be great.
Of like what certain scenes of a video game I should play. Like, one of the scenes I definitely want to do is like Horizon Forbidden West or Zero Dawn, where you run into like a Thunderjaw or like a huge ass like.
Oh
dinosaur.
yeah, that'd be
I got a
cool.
good one for you.
Venom.
Go ahead, tell me.
All right, you don't even need to do a scene. Doom 2016.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Just play.
Okay.
Start it
Whenever
out.
y'all come down to visit me, it'll be a real cool thing to come and play this surround sound that I have here. I was playing music this morning, not this morning, but earlier today while I was finishing up that guest room. The music was so clear but so loud, it was shaking the damn walls. I was
Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling. Absolutely. I can see your entire family jamming to that. Oh my god, can you imagine watching Dilsey when the bomb goes off?
Oh my god. I'd hear a random like passerby talking in the background as the bomb went off. I'd be like, what the fuck? But I've been listening to a lot of Cream lately. That
Police
artist
Simulator.
Cream, who does the like the rave techno music. I've been listening to a ton of that. That I don't know if it's one artist or like a group. They call themselves Cream or whatever, but that's what I've been playing on the soundbar, and it's been phenomenal. Like the soundbar.
They're a super group.
Is that what they are?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, sorry, I went on a little tangent with what I was my soundbar system here because I'm really happy with the setup I have right now. Plus, the Bravia 7 is absolutely killing the colors right now. The reds that I see on the TV right now, insane reds. Like, they're not Samsung reds like that punch you in the eyes. This one is like just a
Oh,
very bright, deep red that you can you can see the difference in hue from the last TV that I
you
had to
can
this one.
taste it.
If I could, probably I would. Um, but yeah, I'm absolutely happy with the setup I got now. Everything works flawlessly. I got no random crazy ass wires going underneath carpets. Like that's one of the things that I hated the most actually, because I hid all the wires for that fucking sound system that I made under the carpets. Look back at some of the decisions I've done. I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? But anyway, hold on one second. Let me grab my phone because I think there was one thing I did want to look at on the video game Reddit. You know,
The Vidya?
Vidya game.
Oh my god.
Damn,
Vidya
T-Mobile had
me.
a Wingstop promo.
Yeah.
Crazy. They sold out so early that they canceled it.
How do you cancel a promo?
They sold out basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There was one thing here that I wanted to look at.
Hey guys, for limited time, get this. Guess what? That time's done now.
So they did
Even
this
more
way
limited
back
than
in the
we
day.
thought.
Yeah, oh yeah. They did this back in the day with the Domino's Pizza when they first launched T-Mobile Tuesday, which is that thing you guys get for free every Tuesday.
I don't even open that anymore.
It's in one app now because that app is dead.
Yeah,
They
I don't even
condensed
open
all in
that
one app,
anymore.
so yeah. I don't open it a lot either, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's trash.
Well,
I'm not gonna disagree. The app is kind of garbage.
Yeah, well, I mean the offers. I just don't use them. It's like fucking go here, and it's like I'm not ever gonna go there.
The
I'm not gonna
Slurpee
go
offer
to.
for the entire year is pretty
I
good
don't
now.
like
You get a free
Slurpees.
Slurpee.
well.
Yeah.
You ever use the movie tickets?
The movie, it's for movies nobody wants to see.
They had one for the Jason Statham movie.
I'm
Okay, one for
that
Sonic
that
Boom.
okay. I'm just gonna
The
say this
Working
because I
Man.
don't care if I go to jail. I pirate every Jason Statham movie. I'm not paying a theater ticket for that. How this man keeps getting billions of dollars or millions of dollars to make movies
It's
that
the
make
same movie as the Beekeeper.
that make like $7 in theaters and then do gangbusters in streaming. Just put them out to streaming so I can pirate them quicker. Like, come on.
There was a Reddit post of like name two actors who don't know how to act, but they keep getting movie deals, and The Rock and Jason Statham were both there.
I think Jason Statham knows how to act. I think Jason Statham is a talented actor who's underused. Because, like, in the
Yeah.
Crank films, I think he's great in those, and then he actually does show emotion in a lot of the roles he plays. It's just, he's just always typecast, and honestly, I think because he wants to, because it's easy money for him. The Rock cannot act. He had, like, some things going for him when he was younger, but, like, if you compare him to, like, John Cena and now Dave Bautista, like, The Rock is definitely the weakest actor to come out of wrestlers. Because he's also doing the thing where he just plays the same role over and over, and he just refused to, like, acknowledge
Doing his
himself
thing.
as, like, something else. Like, if you watch Ballers, the show The Rock was in, he was great in that. He's great in The Rundown. He actually shows, like, great emotion in that movie. But then, like, every big hit he makes, he's just another dude, another giant dude in the jungle fighting for something. Like, it's just what it is now. I mean, John Cena is a fucking incredible actor in the limited roles we've already seen him in, and Dave Bautista's now just on his own level, just fucking in Dune and everything. Like, that dude's nuts. So, like, the worst actors I've ever seen are people I can't name because I don't remember who they are.
Danny.
I found the thing I was going to talk about. Yes, go ahead.
Remember how I suggested Doom 2016?
Yes.
We've got a follow-up.
Go ahead,
It's
tell
free
me.
right now.
Doom Eternal.
No, it's free. It's included in game catalog. Now you have no
Okay.
excuse.
Okay.
That's it.
What is free? Oh, Doom 2016.
Doom 2016. Oh my God, this guy.
Kevin, I gotta be honest. The way that conversation started, it was a little confusing. So I don't blame him for that one.
all right.
Hey, you know me. I'm down to pile drive this man into the ground and shame him for his atrocities. But like that one, we'll give him a pass.
All right. I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Doom 2016 free. All right. Try out your sound system with fucking bass that'll shoot out your windows. I don't know.
Your
what the hell
asshole.
they're on about.
I felt like he was about to say ass.
I mean, I
It'll
kind of
shoot in and out of your ass.
It'll go up through the floorboards, through the couch, into your ass, and back out of your mouth.
What if you started playing Doom and then you just look behind you and your wife's just sitting on the subwoofer?
Oh no! Oh, God, I'm a failure.
She's like, "Whoa, this is crazy!"
Surprised he's not sitting in the washing machine at this point.
Oh.
I did figure out what I was looking for though.
Ready?
The God of War rumor that's going around. Adam, did we talk about this already?
Rumor has it, no.
So this God of War rumor right now is apparently it's going to be Sony is going to be releasing a side, kind of like a Miles Morales, but for God of War, right? Set in Greece, and I'm assuming it's going to be about Atreus, or it could be somebody else. I don't know. But Jeff Grubb also talked about this very recently, according to the rumors here. And Greek God of War thing coming out this year. It's not a remaster collection. It's a new side story project. I was never told about a remaster collection, but I asked first about rumors. He told me that nothing God of War could happen at the State of Play, but something could show up at the anniversary. I didn't see anything at the anniversary show up, but this rumor has been kind of just going around with this Greek. It's called. I think it's the proposed name is God of War Dark Odyssey.
Oh, cool.
That's the thing. It's something to do with Greece. And now, a lot of people I think originally thought it was that's the collection they're making or something like the Dark Odyssey collection or something like that. It wasn't, obviously, since they already released that and the anniversary's come and gone. But side story, kind of like Miles Morales type of thing, maybe like a 10 to 15 hour game with Atreus as the main character. What do you think, Adam?
Could be fun. I don't think it'd be
Yeah.
Atreus.
Maybe somebody else entirely.
No, I think it'll be Kratos.
So he'd get.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a younger Kratos. It's like a hey, we want to tell something else.
Huh.
The way they're handling God of War, it sounds like Sony just refuses to move on from it. Instead of progressing it. So
20 years and they keep,
I know.
They keep reinventing the wheel.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like, hey, it's like a retelling of some of the things.
Which
I'm
I'm
also very confused how I feel like no one's mentioning there's not going to be a 2018 remaster. Which sounds crazy, but they did a Horizon remaster in 2017. They did a Days Gone remaster, and that came out in 2017. Then they did a Spider-Man remaster. And where's the God of War PS5 2018? That's definitely coming. So a lot of these rumors, I'm like, this is probably just that. Like how there was like, they're going to do a Days Gone sequel. No, there's a rumor now where it's like a Days Gone spinoff. No, Days Gone remaster is coming.
So maybe we think all these spin-offs and sequels actually mean like remasters coming.
They're definitely doing something with God of War. It's a very successful franchise. It's like one of the highest selling games of the PlayStation 4 and 5 and all that crap. Like they're definitely going to do something with God of War. But I wouldn't be surprised if the first thing we see this year would be like a 2018 remaster of God of War. And I'm like, that's one I don't want. Only because it seems like a waste. Because that game is still beautiful.
Yeah, I don't think it needs one, to be honest with you.
No, it definitely
Horizon,
doesn't. But neither did Days Gone, based on all the updates and
well,
patches they did to that.
yeah, I don't know about the Days Gone one, but like Horizon and Spider-Man, right? Horizon had the old
Horizon
tech
needed it.
for the facial animations and all that, and then Spider-Man, they wanted to show off the ray tracing and all
They
that
wanted to
inside the
update the
remaster.
face model. That's why they mainly did it. If
Well,
if
that too.
if they didn't replace the face model, and honestly they just wanted to sell more, and they were already putting on a PC, so they're like, fuck it, up it, charge $10. Like, of course, yeah. But like, it's just crazy how a lot of people just aren't being like, what? Isn't there a God of War 2018 remaster coming?
Hmm.
Based on everything Sony's done in the past, like, I don't know how this has not been talked about anywhere. Every time I see a God of War rumor, and I'm like, why is nobody going? Where's the 2018 remaster?
It could be existing in the same realm as the Bloodborne remaster that we're supposed to have.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's stupid, but there's a greater chance of God of War 2018 remaster than a Bloodborne remaster, just because of how stupid Sony is with that shit. It's like, hey, this game sold 20 million units. Let's fucking remaster it for PS5 so we can sell maybe 300,000 units, and then it's also already on PC, so let's put that out on PC too. It's like,
PC
are they
has the
being slow
4K
with it
shaders
because it's
and
already on PC and they don't
yeah,
want to put
I
two
think PC has
versions?
like the higher end graphics too, right? The 4K shaders and all that, like the higher frame rate and ray tracing and all that, and the God of War for PC.
Yeah, it does. But also, Days Gone has been on PC, and they're already putting out that remastered version.
Hmm.
So there's no rhyme or reason. The only thing we know Sony does is remaster a game that was successful in the PS4, so let's put it on the PS5. Even though you can play it fully on the PS5 with no issues. So, and also God of War. I trust Santa Monica. Whatever they're doing, I trust it. I want it. I'll play it. I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you on that one. I agree with you on that one.
And I still don't think that they're gonna do an Atreus God of War game and call it a God of War game. I don't think
It'll
they
be called
can.
something different.
Yeah, I think it'll be called something different.
God of Boy.
Son of God or Son of Kratos
It
or
could
something.
it could be Son of God or Son of Kratos. I could see one of
Yeah, Son
those.
of Kratos I could see being a franchise.
Yeah,
Atreus, Son of Kratos or something like that.
yeah, that would be his first game.
Yeah. Maybe it's Atreus, Dark Odyssey. If they're doing Greece, it's definitely Kratos going back trying to fix it or some shit.
Or maybe Atreus goes to find out like everything and what happened.
That would be interesting. I'd be down for that. I
He
can't see
wants to
that.
uncover more of his father's past and all that, and
I
he
can't
wants
see
to
that being
right
more
his
than a
father's
DLC
wrongs.
though.
Yeah, 10, 15 hours, right? No?
I can't. I don't even see that. But at the same time, announce it and I'll trust it. So
The next piece I wanted to just talk about real quick too. This is for Desnodo and Kevin. Um, Resident Evil 9, getting more and more rumors about that. Apparently, big reinvention of the series. Same level as Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 7. It'll play completely differently than the recent Resident Evil games, and is most likely going to be revealed this year. Um, I know the big rumor with this game is that Leon is going to be the main protagonist for this one. Um, and apparently this is the departure from the. Well, okay. It's not the departure fully because what's her name? The daughter, Ethan Winter's daughter. The hell's her name again?
Mia?
I can't remember. No, Mia's his wife.
Yeah.
No.
damn, I really thought I had it with Mia.
Rose.
Rose, yeah, it's Rose.
Yeah. Because she still plays a part in whatever's going on. Apparently, Resident Evil 9, the rumor is this. Leon is the main character. Rose is there. I don't know what role she plays. I don't know what if you get to play as her. I have no idea. And somebody's trying to resurrect the mold creatures. Essentially the thing that every TFG and Ouroboros virus is based off of. Um, the the whole thing is that it's supposed to reinvent the series once again because they're going for another like duology or trilogy. so they can have like another series go, because the remakes are going to be going for 5 at this point. I believe the next one they're going to be doing is 5, and then they go to 6, 7, 8, and 9, right? And right now the main series is heading towards 9, 10, and maybe 11, depending on where they get to. What are we thinking for how this sounds so far as Resident Evil 9?
Kevin?
No?
Why do you feel like you have to change the gameplay again? What was wrong?
I don't see why they
Fucking
gotta
murdered
change it
it
when
with
it's
Resident Evil
fine.
7 by making everything slower than oil. I don't know why the hell I
Oil?
chose oil, but
Yeah,
it's
I
alright. Molasses.
Yeah.
Molasses.
Oh my god.
Like crude oil, maybe? It's even that
Yeah, maybe.
flows pretty well. I don't know.
But it's 7 is so slow. Like, I don't know. Why change it? You don't have to change anything. Look at fucking Silent Hill F. They're not changing fucking shit. If anything, they've learned from Silent Hill 2 Remake, and they're just like, why don't we just fucking do this?
Silent Hill is taking a lot of cues from Silent Hill 2. Also, the amount of tryptophobia that was in the first trailer, none of it was in the second trailer, so I was able to watch that trailer no problem.
I like this Reddit post. Reddit RE9 will be a football game. Prove me wrong.
Oh God. Decima, what are your thoughts on this so far?
Well, I don't see why they have to change the formula they just got right again. Like,
the thing I think they want to do is, and this is just my thought process with this, right? Capcom's on a hot streak right now with almost anything they're putting out at this point. Like anything they're putting out is working. So if they're gonna take a gamble on something, they'll take a gamble on where Resident Evil is right now and be like, all right, let's try and do this. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, when they do that, it always works out for them.
Now, hold on, Kevin, hold on.
Umbrella Corps, Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil Survivor, Resident Evil Dead Aim.
But Resident Evil 7 was a great hit for them when they changed the entire formula, right? And Resident Evil 8 was a great hit for them, same thing. I don't think they're going to change it as much or in the direction that most people are thinking they're going to change it. What I think is going to happen is they're going to be changing the elements of the game more. I think they're going to make it more oriented again.
Why did a goose just talk? That was weird.
Huh?
I heard a goose. It went, ah!
What the fuck? I'm in the sofa.
Was that like a cabinet or something?
No.
No, that was the sofa probably.
A sofa?
SNR definitely did it.
I was getting up on the sofa.
I took out a Funko Pop from the protector box. I have it, and I put it back in, and it was like a vacuum noise.
Oh! Why are you saying it? Wait, hold on, Genesis. What do you think a sofa sounds like?
I mean, I got up from the sofa. Maybe you made just that weird like noise.
Did he just transform or something? What the fuck happened there?
I just sat down on the sofa.
That was my mouth. I'm sorry.
No.
I was trying to make the noise of a sofa re-inflating.
What do you think a sofa is?
I'm sitting on. I don't know. This leather makes different noises.
Oh, are you doing that?
I'm doing that now.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah. Wait, do something with the sofa. I want to hear what the sofa sounds like. It sounds like you're moving on a sofa. What the fuck? Why would you think that was any of the sounds I mentioned?
I don't know. The minute I got up, you asked what was that, so I thought maybe I made the sound getting up.
Jesus, you would have to fucking rip ass so hard on that sofa to fucking make the sound that came out of Desunoto.
You tell me to the shit in the sofa, maybe that'll make the same noise.
You would have to shoot the air out of your butt so fast that it would have to decimate your underwear and possibly break through the pants just to fucking hit the couch at the speed of terminal velocity to get that sound.
I do 3
So you're
cc's
telling me I
of
gotta break the sound
Yeah.
barrier when I fart next time.
Yeah, and fucking kick you 55 psi right in the tank. We'll get that shit out of you.
Okay, speaking of which, right? I saw on Reddit there's something called a bombarder beetle that apparently can shoot molten acid out of its ass when it has when its face is a predator. Like if something's behind it, it'll just and it melts the floor. Like it's 215 degrees Celsius molten acid coming out of its ass that burns through like
Nice.
the I don't know
Now,
what it was.
I have a question.
Can I
Is
eat
it
that?
acidic or is it just really hot?
Okay, so it gave it in degrees, but it
Because
said
like
acid.
sulfuric
I
acid,
don't
is it?
know.
It's not. If you boil it, it's not gonna be worse, is it? I don't know how that works. If I'm honest. Kevin,
I mean,
as a
I would.
science person.
I'm not educated in this, but I would assume that if you could potentially have a container capable of holding the sulfuric acid and you then began to boil it, it wouldn't become more acidic, but you would probably die because
Yeah,
that
it's
should
fumes.
release sulfur and shit into the air.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
not. Yeah.
So if you just heat it up and it like burns you, is it burning you because of the heat or is it burning because it's acid? That's what I'm a little
It's
confused about.
acid.
A little confused about that. Like, ooh, that acid's a little too hot. Like, what?
Like, well,
You're not gonna
okay,
say
but
that,
think
are
of it
you?
this way. If it was, well, now hold on, because if it's the heat that's going through, he mentioned the floor, right? So we're gonna go with that
Yeah.
now. If it's the heat that's melting through the floor, you're gonna have flames. If it's an acid melting through the floor, you're gonna have steam and bubbles.
What in the video Genesis? What did you see? Bubbles, steam. Was it a video?
It was a video that I saw. It was a video on Reddit that I ended up seeing of that. I was just scrolling through and like one of the things. It was
So
in the
when it was melting through the
interesting
floor,
as
was there
fuck.
steam or?
Both. It melted through the floor and steam came up.
Yeah, so it's
Ah,
acid.
interesting.
It's a corrosive reaction and not a
Heat.
flammability.
It's just funny because they
Yeah.
mentioned it they mentioned the degrees of what it was shooting out of its ass in the
Oh,
in
wow.
like the subject or in the thread, I guess, not subject.
Look at
But it was in R interesting as fuck. So I was like, oh, okay, interesting.
As fuck.
Yeah, as fuck. Yeah. I only said that because you told me I have to shoot, a fart at the speed of sound out of my ass.
Is it the bombardier beetle?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, it is a caustic liquid that's also hot.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
It's a reaction between hydrogen peroxide and hydroquinone.
Why the fuck
Whatever
is
the
that
fuck
in
that
that
is.
beetle? Jesus Christ, go see a
They're
doctor.
stored in separate sacks, so they're mixed together while it's doing this. That's kind of fucking rad, let me tell you.
That's pretty rad. It sucks it comes out of his ass.
So one of the
Don't
comments was
say
like,
that.
"How
Well,
does it
no,
boil
okay,
and
so this is
act off?"
interesting. So it mixes the chemicals with different enzymes, and it causes an exothermic reaction.
Oh,
So
releasing that heat, baby. It gets hotter as it goes.
So wait, does that mean that it burns itself as well, or does it not give a shit?
It probably doesn't give a shit. It can't be like we do it once and then it just burns the
Then
shit
you
out
have,
of itself.
then, hold now. Okay, hold on. We're down this rabbit hole. Let's go, Google AI. Then you have blister beetles that produce cantharidin, which is a colorless, odorless terpene that is a burn agent and is poisonous in large doses.
What's wrong with these beetles? They're just friendly English guys, you know what I mean? Fucking got them.
Then it just says some beetles, like carabid beetles, also produce formic acid as a defensive spray. Apparently, beetles just love producing acids. I don't know, man. And poisons.
It's what they're born to do.
Born to be wild, you know?
That's how they wrote most of their music, so that kind of makes sense.
Let's see, what does this look like? Now I'm intrigued. All right, continue,
True.
Genesis.
All right, Genesis, what were you saying now before the goose attack?
Some of these bugs are. So I'll tell you right now. Some of them, yeah, mine too. I don't know. Some of the bugs that I've seen in Texas here, they like first mosquitoes. I closed it. I don't know. I just did. Mosquitoes here are the size of my fucking hand. Ridiculous. How big? Mosquitoes do not need to be that fucking big. Last night I opened the garage by mistake. Well, not by mistake. I purposely opened the garage, but I shouldn't have kept it open that long. So I kept
Like
it
your wife
open
did.
too long that mistake. And 6 of those fuckers flew into the garage, which I was like, nope. I killed one. I slammed it against the wall and I killed it. I seen the other ones. I couldn't reach them, and if I tried to keep throwing my slipper at it, it would be bad. So I was like, you know what? Let me just fucking leave. I'll just go to sleep.
It's the most
So I
brown
shut the
thing I've
garage door.
ever heard.
Shut up. Listen, hold on. I was wearing sneakers like that all the time. I was wearing slippers to wash the car today too. Fucking rain today too. Fucking shit, thunderstorm over here. So shut up.
Repeatedly
So
throwing
I
slippers.
I did that earlier today. So I shut the garage door. I locked our door. Don't ask me why I locked it. They're big enough. I feel like they can open the fucking doors. So I'm
Oh
just
yeah.
gonna fucking lock it. Um, so I locked the door, and I'm like, I'm gonna just deal with them in the morning. I'm not going to that point yet. I have one more thing I need to explain. So we ended up going to sleep. The wife and I ended up going to sleep around like 4 o'clock in the morning last night because again we were making so much shit all around the house and had to finish all of it up. Um, while we were downstairs, I didn't realize. Well, while we were downstairs, I hear this noise. Like it sounds like scratching in the wall. I'm like, oh shit. Like immediately my mind goes to there's a rat in the wall, there's a squirrel in the wall, there's some animal in the wall. Fuck. Now it's in the wall from the garage because we didn't get our fucking garbage cans to be able to throw the garbage. So I've been piling the garbage up in the garage, like in bags, like closed up,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. But you can obviously smell the garbage because it's in bags. It doesn't mask the smell. So I put them on the curb now anyway. Long story short, I should be getting those soon, but they better pick those fucking things up tomorrow before I lose my shit because I lost my shit on the fucking City of Levon uh, garbage department, and I was like, wow, how the fuck? Their excuse was we couldn't find your house. Yet my 2 neighbors on the left and right side of me got their fucking cans before I did, and I paid before they did. I'm like, how the fuck did I do not find my house? And they delivered it to the other 2 people that live adjacent to me on the left and the right side. Oh, it's a street. When we put your address, it goes to the middle of the street. Yes, I am located in the middle of the street, you fucking idiot. Anyway, don't need to go down that channel. I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I hear this noise scratching in the wall, and I look over, and I go to the door. I start kicking the door. I start punching the door just to hear if I hear anything run away, scurry away, whatever it is, right? And then I realized that she bought this decoration piece in this white vase that is like, at the top of the piece is like these brown leaves that are inside the white vase. Slowly, the leaves were shifting downward because I didn't know. She put it on an angle that, as time went on, it would just kind of slowly move everything down because there's nothing underneath those leaves to hold them up. So all the time I thought I was hearing an animal in the wall. Turns out I wasn't. I heard the fucking leaves move. I guess when I must have kicked the fucking door, a piece of my fucking drywall must have like just chipped off somewhere at the top or the bottom. Had the guy come fix it this morning. Anyway, so now this morning. Fast forward to this morning. The mosquitoes that I need to go kill in this garage. Right? I open the garage. My wife actually opens it up at 11 o'clock. She says I'm gonna open it so that they can come out. Right? I find 2 still sitting on the wall as I go in the garage through the garage door because absolutely not. I'm not opening the door to my house to go in the garage. There's no fucking way I'm gonna do that. So I go through the garage door and I go in there. I see 2 smaller ones sitting on the wall, but I know there was like 6 of those fuckers in there, and I know they were the big fucking ones. So I take my slipper, I smash the one on the wall, the other one I throw at it because he's a little higher, and I got him bullseye, like it was taken out immediately, right? I got him. Um, first try. Don't look any farther into that. And I was looking for the other ones. I'm starting to break down more cardboard boxes because listen, we have a shit ton of boxes. It was about 50 boxes for us to move, but also we got more boxes because I spent an arm and a fucking leg to furnish this fucking house. And I had even more boxes down there. So I was breaking down a bunch of boxes. As I'm moving shit around, I see one of them dead on the floor in the corner Its legs are wrapped up like a fucking bow. That's how big these fucking things are. And I see one of them dead in the corner. I'm like, great. I step on it and I fucking smash it into pieces. And I'm like, great, good. I'm happy. I'm keep moving boxes. There's styrofoam in another box because it's the bottom of the TV, the bigger TV that I got, the 75-inch downstairs. There's one more dead in there. I'm like, great, good, fantastic. It's sitting there in the fucking styrofoam. It's dead. I go into the right corner of my garage. I see another one dead on the floor. I'm like, good. So they all died because they starved to death and they're so fucking big and they got nothing to eat in there. And because there's no still water, so they just fucking ended up dying, right? I was so happy to see these things dead, and I was so terrified at the same time because they are so fucking huge. When I look at them dead, I feel like they'll just get right back up and reanimate like a fucking necromorph and attack my face.
Oh.
I was just like, oh, I can't do it. On the flip side, I've killed a couple spiders, and I also took out a fucking big-ass grasshopper, so fuck those things. I'm killing those. I gotta get a little braver with taking some of these things out, but I figured you'd enjoy my story of the fucking mosquitoes that I left in my garage to die and rot overnight.
Yeah, it's funny. I can't wait till you're like outside with your family, and then you just see fucking an Abia getting taken away by a bunch of mosquitoes.
Oh,
you're like, no!
So the only other thing that I'm like kind of worried about are the fire ants down here. I might have seen like one today, but apparently they show up in the summertime and they're nasty ass motherfuckers because they will come and find you and try and fucking bite you. You have to get in Texas they sell specific fire ant killer like mulch or whatever it is called. It's whatever the repellent or the killer is, or the poison is for them. And they come in these giant industrial-sized bags. I don't know what to take that as, whether there's that many of them that I need to have that much, or they just take it very seriously because they want to make sure that everybody has the proper protection against fire ants. Also, apparently a saying is, you leave every other state because Texas has no tax, but you leave every other state and come here and get attacked by fire ants. That's the saying that people have in Texas, apparently.
You also got assassin bugs.
What the fuck are those?
I don't think they're that big of a deal, but they're called assassin bugs. That's the only thing I know about them. I don't think you have any Gregs there, though.
That is a plus. I do not have that. The climate that they need to live in is not this.
Which is wild to me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because they also live in Hawaii. What is the climate they like? What do we have here? They just really like to make snowmen. That's why they're here. Using all their legs.
Yeah, they like to make snow Gregs. That's what they like to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I do not have to deal with that here. They've been replaced with other things that I have to deal with, but not that specifically.
Can't wait till you see a grackle.
What the fuck is that?
That's a bird. It's like a pigeon.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. Listen up. All right. So assassin.
Stop. I don't want to hear this because I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight, aren't I?
So assassin bugs, they're not that bad. They just have a painful bite. But there's a variation of them that are called kissing bugs or triatomine bugs, whatever the fuck that is. That can carry the Chagas disease, which is a potentially serious illness.
The fuck?
Where do they appear?
Texas.
Yeah, hold on.
Lavoine, Texas.
Chagas disease is an infectious disease caused by a parasite found in that bug. Fucking okay, what does it do? Thanks for telling me absolutely fucking nothing. I'll get back to you.
Can you imagine getting bit by an assassin bug? Can you tell people that
CDC article.
People try to assassinate you? Can you say that? Like I was almost assassinated.
They'll be like, "Wow, you're important." Yeah, those fucking bugs.
Let's see.
Mainly higher than assassin bugs.
Oh no, you're good. Rural areas of Mexico, Central and South America. You have to go south of the border.
We're good.
Okay.
All right. I'm good. I'm glad. No assassin bugs for me. I'm good.
No, that's the other ones. Assassin
That's the
bugs
ones
are
that go
Dexus.
Chagas. You don't have to worry about
Oh.
the Chaga.
Okay.
The
All right.
Chaga
So I don't have
Chaga
to worry
trips
about
you.
getting the plague.
What I love is this still does not explain what the Chagas disease actually is. It just
Assassin
says that it's a
bugs.
parasitic thing.
Assassin bugs are a diverse group of beneficial insects, mostly predators of other insects, with some species like the milkweed assassin bug and a wheel bug being common. While generally not aggressive, they can bite in self-defense, and their bites can be painful.
Oh, then I won't bother. I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, they're
If it
kind of
comes in my
cute. They
house,
look like grasshoppers a little bit.
Oh, are they black?
Yeah.
Oh, that must be what I killed today. I'm gonna get assassinated, aren't I?
Well, now
Yeah.
you're on
You
their
got
shit
brown.
list.
You got brown recluses down there. Oh, that sucks for you.
Oh yeah, you got a lot of spiders down there.
Oh God.
I remember a story. Don't listen to this one, Genesis. I
You
remember
get
a
Greg's.
story. No, don't say that.
Huh?
How big are they? You know what? Go ahead. Do it up.
Texas redheaded Greg.
Oh! You get ginger
Excuse me?
Gregs?
8 inches in length, crimson red, black body. Nocturnal
You're telling me
predator.
it's 8 inches in length?
Stop, please.
My skin is crawling.
Oh God, it's a ginger. I can't get over that.
Oh, bites on humans are rare, but it is a very painful bite.
It doesn't matter if they bite. Look at them. They're abominations. I believe everything should live except those.
What beneficial thing do they have in the environment?
Oh, they
got
kill a
red
lot of like
velvet.
spiders and stuff. They do a lot for the environment, but also at the same time, I can get over them being gone.
You got red velvet ants that look so cute and fuzzy.
Red velvet ants?
Yeah, they're actually wasps apparently.
You get a red velvet ant, put a little bit of cream cheese frosting on it.
They're apparent. So, are you telling me that they can fly?
No,
Okay.
they're actually there's no wings, but apparently they're more related to the wasp family than ants. But they're cow killers, I guess. All right, sure.
Oh, good.
Excuse me?
Good.
Yep.
How they killing cows? They're ants.
Painful sting. Oh,
They hide in the grass that the cow eats.
oh this thing is weird.
They're
You
fine
got
for humans. They only kill cows, though. Or are they like just racist? Like, what do you mean?
I don't know. It's just called a cow
Species.
killer. I don't know if they legit kill cows.
They're like, I see
Hold
black
on,
and
hold on.
white. That's insemination. No thanks.
Insemination?
That's miscegenation, whatever the hell it's called, race mixing or whatever.
All right, so now go check out the chat.
Do I
No,
want to look at the chat?
I'll look at the chat. I'll let you know. I'll be okay. I'll be the hero. What is that? No, hold on. Don't look. What is that? Is that a caterpillar?
That is a caterpillar. That is the asp caterpillar.
Wow,
I think this
so
is
fuzzy.
okay to look at.
Moth family. They're
What the
coated
fuck
in a
is
soft,
this?
furry hairs.
Caterpillar.
You must, however, resist the urge to pet them. Their coats are venomous, and upon contact with skin can result in painful rashes.
Based on the leaf, they're very tiny. But also, you remember when you were a kid and you put on a sweater that like some family member gave you and it kind of sucks?
Yeah, and
And
it itches, yeah.
It's itchy and it's got like a bunch of like loose fabric, and you go to breathe in and you get like that piece of shit in your mouth and you spit it out and you're like, ugh, that's what that is.
Hey, remember how we were talking about mosquitoes?
Oh no.
Was it that one?
That one's tiny.
Those ones are bad.
Yeah, it looked like that.
That's tiny though.
They're known to carry yellow fever, malaria, and encephalitis.
That's what I figured.
I mean, all mosquitoes are known to carry everything. They're bad.
I mean, fair.
They don't. They don't have any beneficial thing in the animal kingdom. They're just
there's that famous study where it's like mosquitoes do nothing, but also they do something. They're the bugs, and they also help control the human population.
What? No.
What do you mean no?
There's a Reddit thread.
No.
There was a Reddit thread about what to avoid when you're in Texas, and somebody responded with anyone wearing a red hat.
That's Reddit though. It's more liberal than not. So.
That's so funny.
Till Elon Musk buys it or something, probably.
Yeah.
God.
Can't wait.
Anyway, there you go. I can't find anything else. There you are.
I should be alive. I should be okay.
Brown recluses are very easy to avoid. You just don't go anywhere dark, and don't ever have wood anywhere.
Huh?
No, don't worry about that. It's fine.
My whole house is made out of wood.
No, not like that, you idiot. A wood pile.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have wood. I don't think where I live brown recluses are a problem. It's more the fucking fire ants are the problem, I think, over here. That's
Which
it.
those aren't that bad.
I just, for some reason, when you said a problem, I just imagine like fire ants just driving by in like a really like gang-looking car. Just be like, my neighbor just joined the fire ants.
Jesus.
You look outside, there's just a line. Oh, they're marching again. Oh no. Fucking fire ants ever since they moved into this town.
Fucking fire ants. Since they moved in. Shit.
I remember my aunt used to call the little red bugs fire ants around here, but
if
they're not
you're
actually
saying,
ants.
Though, if they look like grasshoppers and they're black, the assassin, I might have killed one of those. It was climbing up the wall. It didn't try and assassinate me.
No, they're not. They're not like aggressive. They're not super aggressive or anything. They literally just kill other bugs.
That's the wolf spider. Don't worry about that.
But next time you see them, you should go assassino.
I will do that. What the fuck's a wolf spider now?
A spider that kills wolves.
I would rather see a coyote here than seeing any of those fucking spiders.
No, wolf spider's cute.
Wolf spiders they're kind of cute, but they're very aggressive and territorial.
They're pissed.
They're pissed almost 24/7.
Right,
isn't a wolf spider?
Is
it the one that's in the animation, Lucas or whatever? Or, you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if he's monolith or a wolf spider. Potentially, it is furry.
I think it is.
The wolf spider is the one. You know that video where it's fucking
jumping spider is Lucas.
Oh, okay. You know the one video where it's just some dude like narrating and the spider's trying to bury himself in the sand, but like keep seeing the person.
Yeah,
that's a wolf spider.
Oh, the trapdoor one?
Fuck.
Does it do like a pit thing, like a trap thing?
I don't think it does a trapdoor spider thing. Maybe.
So
they're ground dwelling,
Reddit, right? I'm going through Reddit, and there's a fucking post that says, "Well, that sucks," or mildly infuriating. It's that Reddit. There's a note on a person's car saying, "There's a big spider in your car. Seen it on your blanket."
Oh.
No thanks.
And then the title goes, "I'm just gonna Uber home."
Yep. I used to have it rain spiders in my car. I think I've told about this before, and that sucks.
Why? What the fuck? What?
I've definitely talked about this before.
I don't remember you ever.
Does anybody remember me talking about one rain spiders in my Oldsmobile Aero?
It rained?
Yeah, they would fall on me all the time as I was driving. So when I lived at my house, my Oldsmobile Aero it was an old car. It had a lot of holes in it, so a lot of things would be able to get into it. Like bees would be in my car sometimes, and like stuff like that. But like for some reason, I parked under this giant tree that I had in my front yard, and there were those little tiny brown spiders that you would see in like a sandbox or like they're very common, like a household spider. Not like a really thin one, but like one of those little tiny thicker ones. And they would, for some reason, just climb in my car, and they would love to hang out like around my steering wheel area and in my sun visor. So sometimes before I got in my car, I would open my sun visor to make sure no spiders were in there, and then I would close it. But it was a point where I would drive to Target and like spiders would just fall on me all the time. Like it happened multiple times. And I'll tell you what, first time, terrifying. Like the 15th time, not as scary. You're just like, what the fuck? But then I'd get in my car, and then like on my gauge clusters, there'd be like a spider web, and I'd be like, son of a bitch. I would keep a towel in there to clean out the web stuff. So yeah, I've definitely told this before.
If I could see any animal and like actually see it do like its thing, what I just linked in the chat. The fucking archer fish is so goddamn cool.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. What is that? That it's hitting? It's holding on though. It's holding on. Not anymore. That's crazy for the fish to see like outside of the water that well.
I know.
Crazy.
And do the.
I don't know what. Do crazy shit here.
I don't know what kind of. The spider story I was going to tell. There was a podcast I used to listen to that was in Texas. I still listen to it, just not as often. But one of them was talking about how when he first moved, it was around Austin, so maybe they're not near you. But they used to have like a. Everyone would tell him about the spiders that they would see. I don't know what kind they were, but they're like, yeah, I just never saw spiders until I saw one, and I stepped on it and I heard a crunch. And I was like, what the hell? And it was a hollowed out spider, and inside of it was a bunch of babies. So when they lifted their foot, like a bunch just took off, like from underneath. And he was like, God. And that's when I moved. I literally moved out the next day. Because he was like staying somewhere in like a room or something, and he was like, nope. But that's in Austin. I don't think you're going to have that issue. So.
I'm hoping not. I'm hoping I don't.
I hope you don't either. That seems like a nightmare.
It is more than a nightmare. It is. God, I want to burn the fucking town down.
Hey, it's sunny though, you know? At least nice there.
It is. It is beautiful. Today was fucking 80, 81, and I was washing the car outside, and I washed both of the cars, and a thunderstorm happened, you know, and all my work is gone.
Washed the car.
Now, let me ask you: are you gonna get a car wash thing, or are you gonna wash your car yourself?
I'm gonna wash my car myself.
Wow, so proud of you! You finally dropped that stupid subscription.
Oh yeah, I canceled that. Fuck that.
Probably can't afford it after the house.
No, moving I cannot. You're right. I can't. That's no. So, there's very little I can afford after this fucking house, bro.
It's fair. That's fair.
The thing is, like, I spent. Oh God. A good thing this was not happening here. Apparently, a hailstorm was supposed to happen in Texas, but I just seen a hailstorm in Australia that were dropping tennis balls down, and I'm like, fuck me. Good thing.
Damn.
Here. Apparently golf ball size hails were supposed to come down here, but it didn't happen in our area. It might have been other parts of Texas and Dallas, I mean, but not us, at least.
Yeah, it hails a lot in Texas.
Your house comes with hail insurance. Like
oh wow.
Your insurance coverage will cover it. You just got to pay whatever the deductible is. I think for me it's like $4,000 or something like that. And then they replace all your damage to your windows and your panels and all that. But the fuck was I talking about originally? It took me like maybe, I don't know how much the money is. I think I did the calculation today. It was about $22,000 to furnish this whole fucking house, even after all the shit we brought with us from Buffalo.
Damn.
Still took like $22,000 to do it. I have virtually no money. I am out. I'm done. I'm tapped out.
Damn.
I'm like, fuck.
Hey, Paul.
But I got Expedition 33 pre-ordered. I got Death Stranding 2 pre-ordered, and I got hold on, and I got what's the other one? What's the one I'm waiting for? Fuck.
Yep.
Lost Soul.
Lost Soul pre-ordered. Yeah, baby. All three. I paid all with points and gift cards. I'm not worried about it.
My kids are crying because they're hungry, but I got 3 games pre-ordered.
Hell yeah, baby.
No, come on. It's cool. Yeah, house looks great though. House looks great.
Yeah.
Showed my mom. She was like, "Oh wow."
You know, you could always go south of the border, get yourself some fentanyl,
I could.
and try to make some money. You know.
Honestly, you don't have to go
Okay.
that south. You can probably just get it next door or something.
That's true.
I can probably get it
Maybe.
Yeah.
somewhere in my complex too.
Oh God.
It's in everything.
Hang on,
It's everywhere.
I'll be right back. Hang on.
Everywhere.
Oh shit, he's gonna go get some.
He's getting some.
He's gonna go get some.
Oh my God.
Let's talk about
go
fentanyl
girl.
and how it's getting a bad rap.
All right. I'm in.
It's getting a bad rap. Desonoda, you
You
said you
know,
wanted to argue for it.
It
Go
is.
ahead.
It's getting a bad rap, and you know what?
So,
Honestly, if we keep putting it in the food, eventually the human race will just evolve to be all right with it.
You know, fentanyl's good, but then they started adding it to drugs to be like more addictive because you're addicted to the fentanyl part, but then they add too much and it kills you.
Mm.
You don't want to do that, you know? Me, I'm just straight
Tough,
fentanyl galley.
That's a toughie.
That's a toughie.
It's a toughie, you know? I wish I had a shirt that said fentanyl galley.
Jesus.
Boy.
I'm just a girl. Desonoda, what are your thoughts on fentanyl? Big fan?
I don't know enough about it to make conclusive statements.
Oh.
Now let me ask you something. Do you think a narwhal is able to overdose on fentanyl?
What the fuck?
A what?
A narwhal. Do you think a narwhal is able to
What's a
overdose on
narwhal?
fentanyl? An animal.
Yeah.
Do you think it could do it?
Get out of town. You don't
I
want to know
mean,
this?
probably.
I'll tell you what, Narcan.
I hate you.
Fun fact, my cousin is the first and second dose of Narcan in Buffalo
Oh, good.
ever
I don't think
distributed.
That's a claim to fame.
That's pretty cool though, I think. Not
It
for
is
him,
cool, yeah.
but like it's pretty cool.
Oh, the nasal spray?
Yeah, Narcan that came to Buffalo, he was the first and second dose.
Mm.
What do you
Within
do,
like 6
Narcan?
hours. 2 separate occasions.
What is Narcan?
Fentanyl overdose. Narcan spray. Saves you.
Oh.
And
Yeah, that's why I did the narwhal joke.
Revive somebody from an overdose from many pain medications or street drugs.
Kevin, this guy's not watching the pit.
no, he's not watching the pit.
Wow.
Not watching the pit. He also doesn't have a cousin named Tyler.
I do
Right.
not.
So, fun
Which
fact.
could.
Shout out
The
to
low,
Tyler.
low price
I-
of $42.99.
I believe he's clean now. So,
Oh, good for him.
yeah.
Good for him.
If not, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Spaghettios.
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
Fentanylos. Alright, do we have anything else to talk about?
Yeah, this.
Well, it's getting late for Desonoda. He's got work tomorrow.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
And he already fell asleep once. So technically, you can stay up later. No. I'm on vacation still, so. All right, well, Kevin,
Yeah.
Genesis isn't here, so you can close out the podcast.
I'm here.
Alright,
I'll close the
everybody.
podcast. Shut the fuck
Thank
up.
you for coming out and supporting
No.
us.
No.
And you can meet us all in Colorado next week.
We're going to Colorado?
Sure.
Oh, we forgot to tell you. Yeah, we're just taking a boys' trip. We were like, which state should we all go to? And we decided Colorado. It seemed nice.
Oh. Okay. Next week, I can't go next week.
Yeah, we didn't invite you.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's just that we call ourselves the Buffalo Boys now. You know the group chat we have? Oh, you're not in that. Never mind.
BBs.
You can only
You know,
enter it if you have a
A-
716 phone number.
No, you mean the A to Z group chat? That fucking case.
They had an A to Z. That thing was so dumb. Hey, let's start an A to Z group chat and invite everybody else in by word. It's like, what was the point of this group chat? Man, Cockachoo, whatever the fuck we called him. What an idiot.
Cucaracha.
Cucaracha. I'm so bad. I get the first two letters, and then I just make up whatever's after those.
Cock.
All right.
Chew.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to this week's podcast. We'll see you guys next week, same time, same place. Twitch.tv/craftingachat. YouTube.com/starting too late with 2 R's. And everybody have a nice night. Hopefully you guys don't see any of these insects we've talked about in your front lawn or in your house or on your bed or on your face, you know?
Assassin's Creed Shadows
we'll
update.
Talk about birds.
Birds update. Assassin's Creed Shadows update. Reacher, season 3 finale. I skipped the episode last week because I want to watch the finale and that episode, so I'll talk about that next week. And then rumor there's a Superman trailer coming out on April 1st, which is Tuesday of next week.
Oh, so we're not going to see the Nintendo stuff happen until the following podcast, because I know April 2nd is the Switch stuff, I think, right?
Yep.
It's Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be the following podcast. Tune in for that one.
So
next week, my thoughts on the giant Path of Exile 2 patch coming out. Oh.
More the pit next week. Destinoto should hopefully watch an episode or the season. We'll see.
Yeah.
Whole season's not out yet.
Maybe watch Patton.
Maybe watch Patton. Probably not. The way he responded, I doubt it. You know what I mean?
You want me to turn on Lola? I'll turn on Lola.
Turn it on again.
What the fuck?
Why'd
you turn it off in the first place?
I didn't turn it off. I just set it to 74. I'll set it down to 70. I'll set it to 70. All right. We'll catch you guys next week. Take care, everybody. Have a nice night.
I love Genesis yell at me about his house things.
Love that. Big fan.